should probably actually open up
Yeah.
D&D stuff.
Yeah, that would be helpful, Alex.
Maybe.
What was
Possibly.
that Starlight's call thing that you had up there?
Oh, that's the thing I was working on.
Yeah, you made a cycling
Also-
emote.
Danny, get out of the garbage.
Hello, welcome, adventurers. We're Fables and Flumps, and we're here to continue our lovely little homebrew 5th edition campaign thing.
Running an hour late and starting off strong.
Yeah, we were fixing some technical difficulties, and some people were coming in late. But to show you, Rose, the thing.
Oh.
Rose, I just saw your message to yourself.
Wait, which one?
The one that you put in the Roll20.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it is true. You are level 11. And you forget this often. So
I literally, Matt, I made it so it's on my bar in Roll20, where I have my
Awesome.
initiative and where I roll my d20.
So to turn this
Excellent.
off real quick to show you, Rose, I made a little thing in the background, so whenever we're on a black screen, it's no longer
That's
just
so
a black screen.
cute.
So
I love that.
I just made a couple GIFs real quick, and yeah. So
that sounds good.
now whenever my Roll20 chooses to take about 45 seconds to load, we have something on the screen.
Yeah.
Yay.
But yeah, I put it in my voice if you were so
I
inclined.
I did see it. That is funny.
This is in...
It's in my
D&D.
voice.
Well, no, like the...
In
That's
Roll20.
in D&D Beyond. Oh yeah, in Roll20.
Yeah, she made a custom placard that I assume does nothing, but
It does nothing, but it's there. Because Brandon said make a sticky note, and I'm like, I can do you one better.
She made a Roll20 sticky note.
Yeah. I mean, hey, whatever helps you remember your stuff. Like, it's all viable.
An interactive Roll20.
But yes, where we last left off, the crew had found themselves completing a little quest to rescue some folk, and got some answers. And I'm sort of combining the two sessions just to, but yeah, and got some answers from an interesting woman, Lady Wormdance, and ran into the start of a ship auction, which where they talked and planned out and finally chose a new ship to upgrade. But realizing they needed more of a crew, they went to go recruit while they were in town, while the boat was being upgraded and set up for them. And well, their first stop was to the person that they were in town for in the first place, Renna, who well, when they came to meet her, they got her to potentially agree to come aboard, and then were attacked by people trying to arrest Renna. Come to find out they weren't who they said they were. Shocker. And a battle commenced, leaving everyone a little worse for wear, but finding themselves stronger. They returned to the ship with Renna to make sure that well, she was away from her home and people couldn't come attack her again, while they set up her room and designed and customized their ship, which is all in the VODs if you wish to go back and see what was there. But,
I will tell you right now, the first 3 hours are important. The last 3 hours are us talking about ships.
So much interior decorating.
It's like 2 and 2. It's not a terribly long VOD. I think it just felt long.
It isn't. We did go under 5 last week.
The point is, my room looks fucking amazing.
Hi.
But we continue, leaving off where they have just leveled to 11. So if anyone wishes to talk about what they did, or just leave it as a secret to be explored later, I'm all for that.
That seems a pointed question.
No, that's literally just. Some people are excited about telling their stuff, and others are not.
It's okay. Some of us live in a world where we're the only character. Just like me, I get a spell known. I don't remember what I took.
Excellent.
I'm trying to search. I will look later. I also took Sentinel because I'm 8th level warlock.
I got my Blood Hunter multiclass, so.
Mm-hmm.
And that will be it for Blood Hunter for Betty. What is it? Blauladin?
Blauladin, yeah.
Blauladin.
Oh yeah, Blood Hunter Paladin. I forgot that we bothered to come up with a name for it.
that was just my brain amalgamating the names.
Oh yeah.
Because I have.
I don't know because I never picked.
I was about to say that I had a really brain fart moment, but I at the very least mine was not so nearly so bad as that.
Blauladin.
I have leveled up all of the potentially useful NPCs to 9 because they.
Oh yeah, and I just want to tell the stream, if you hear me coughing at all, I'm not sick. The world's on fire.
And how about yours?
And that's not a joke.
That's the way we like it, and we never get bored.
And I will tell the stream something related to that ship auction. My parents bought a 30-foot sailboat.
Hooray!
Which you guys definitely already knew, but yeah. So I know what I'm doing this summer.
Sailing?
Learning how to sail.
Blauladin.
Learning to become a Blauladin.
It's like you're rattling off the name of some sort of medication.
I don't think Betty's a medication to anyone.
I
don't know about y'all, but I have something to do. Well, both the night of the 14th and the dawn of the 15th. And the night of the 14th one cannot. What?
I have literally nothing.
I'm going to bed.
And stare until we set sail.
There are some things that need to get done.
Yeah,
Betty
one of those things has to
enough
wait,
of
but the
this
other
bullshit.
one is dependent wholly on Saywin and if Alex remembered what I asked for from 2 weeks ago.
I gave you mine.
The legend lore, right?
Bingo.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant the dress.
The what?
I remember seeing you posted it somewhere, and it's
I
like,
did. I think I posted it in Road Trip of Prophecy and Interrogation.
yes, you needed to ask me to do something, and then I need to divination something for Betty.
Oh yeah, we didn't do my divination yet, did we?
No, we did not.
I wrote that out somewhere too. I had exact words.
Let me.
But yes, the total downtime for the boat to get fully upgraded and ready to set sail, as well as the investigation that is taking place for Rena, will take the course of 5 days. So if y'all have anything y'all need to do.
Simon.
Hey.
So we found this in a cavern, and it is very scary, and it talks to me when I write into it, as we've all seen. I would like to know more about what it is before I potentially enter into a deal with it, and I will plonk the book on the table.
Aren't you the one that's got the that spell that identifies things?
Yes, but it was unhelpful. I think this thing
Alright.
is sentient, and it snapped back at me. Not harshly, but
That's interesting.
it's do you remember how I acted when we first met and for the following 2 weeks after that, where I gave nothing away, said nothing, was genuinely unhelpful?
I mean, I'm
It's
pretty
sort of
sure all
that
of us were a bit
situation.
unhelpful in the first couple weeks we knew each other.
Well, yes, but
And
it's functionally acting the same way, and I feel like I'm going to be able to pry less information out of a book than I could out of you all. So
alright. Um. Well, I guess I gotta go. Get some incense and ivory strips.
Yeah, that's something that
Unless
can be.
Willow has those things
Willow has
available.
incense. How much incense do you need?
Incense worth at least 20 or 250 gold, and
Ooh, I
then
don't have that much,
and then
but
uh,
I will finance this because this is my request.
and then 4 ivory strips worth at least 50 gold each.
Damn,
This is an expensive request.
Mhm.
this is a very expensive
I
request. So
will.
350,
450.
450 total. Yeah.
450.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, 50 times 4. Okay, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
I will.
I do have that much, so I will finance this.
I will say
I understand this is an expensive request.
as soon as Saywin leaves the room, the book opens and writes out, "Those who share my secrets are not worthy of my powers. Tread lightly, or I will leave."
I'm gonna take because the book can only hear me really if I'm writing. I'm just gonna write back. I'm not sharing your secrets. I'm doing my own due diligence.
All right.
I'm not sharing the secret.
Well, you're having someone else cast the spell, so yes. Yeah.
Look, I'm still gonna finance the amount
That's
of.
okay.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna finance a legend lore, and you know what? Uh, Saving, I've changed my mind.
Oh,
I. This book is very persuasive.
Whenever she has
But
an idea, don't push her. Let her do it.
I don't know
Well-
that this is allowed, by the way.
What?
Oh, just in general, letting Willow use books.
That sure has
The
not
last one
gone
took a
well.
finger.
look,
Seems like a baby gate.
all right. So here's what I suggest. I will enter into a tentative arrangement with this book, and if you all believe that I'm acting strangely, because last time the problem got detected and solved within a few moments, do cast Remove Curse. Easy solution.
Didn't you lose a finger that way?
I
Look.
did lose a finger, and I'm working on getting that one back, but
The closest comparison I have for an item that does something similar to what this book seems like it's doing is that mask I purchased before. At a touch, it tried to like consume my mind and turn me into like a mind control puppet. So
well, let's hope
I'm
I'm
sure
slightly
that will happen here.
let's hope I'm slightly more intelligent than you.
I don't believe that's the case because this is the second book you're about to make a deal with.
Just a
Well,
thought.
I will object to that. The
just a
first
thought.
one I did not consciously make a deal with.
Right. So that was a better situation because it wasn't on purpose. Now you're doing it yourself. So that's
Just
all
a
I'm saying.
thought.
I'm just gonna
What
say
if
all repercussions are on you.
What if I just remove curse from the book?
I feel like that wouldn't work.
Out of character, that will do nothing.
Yeah,
Okay.
it will do nothing.
You can't uncurse items that way?
No,
No.
it's not possible. What if you were to cast remove curse on an item? All it does is make anyone attuned to that item unattuned.
Yeah. Which is
Okay.
what you would have to do if things go haywire. I'm choosing to think that Brandon would not possibly foist 2 cursed books upon me in such short span.
Oh, I
It
desperately
happened to
hope
me
he
all
does,
the time
though.
last campaign, man.
Yeah, I did. August
Did,
was
but your
constantly plagued.
wizard's fucking power hungry.
Yeah. What is this
Yeah.
but power hungriness?
It's not power hungry.
No, this is a
It's
different.
the
No, here's
definition
the
of
thing.
making a
You're
deal with the
inquisitive.
Asmodeus book.
Or here's the thing. You're inquisitive, and that gets you into a different kind of trouble.
Yes, this is knowledge hungry. There is a difference.
I mean, that's still hungry.
That's the same thing for wizards.
Incorrect.
No.
Knowledge is power.
No, yeah, knowledge is literally power
Regardless,
for your
I'm
class.
gonna pick up my damn charcoal stick, and I'm going to write. I agree to your terms conditionally. Is that acceptable?
She agreed, and it didn't even tell her what the terms were.
I was gonna
It
say,
didn't.
it literally.
No, it did tell me the terms. When I first asked.
You watch as lightning quick a sort of legal contract is spelt out across a singular page.
I am reading that shit in depth.
The terms are
It
not.
emerges around where she signed. So she's already bound.
No.
But before she finished, so the pen stroke is on it
No,
already.
no, it does not do any of these things. The terms are not confusing, and they're pretty straightforward.
Okay.
It requests the knowledge of a single spellbook to be consumed and placed within it.
Okay.
And in return, it will protect your secrets and obfuscate you.
Okay. I've made worse deals. And I will I will place my haggard sewn together amalgamation of a spell book and next to this new spell book, and I will in sylvan glyphs sign my name.
Okay.
I'm gonna lean into Ivar. I think you're correct in doubting her judgment on Renandula. That literally has the symbol of the Lord of the Nine Hells.
Shut up, Hassel. It's calculated risk.
As you sign your name, the contract sort of fades with a like glowing orange. And another simple sentence appears. How would you like to hide your spells?
What does that mean?
You write out what does that mean?
Yeah.
What do you want them to look like?
So this is probably going to be like, you could make it look like a just a regular journal. You can probably hide what the book looks like to everybody else.
I will write
pop-up book
that I want it to look like an herbology guide to the autumn forest. Written in Sylvan, of course.
This can be done. And you watch as tendrils of magic reach over and grab your book and place it over its open pages, like the faces of the books are now facing each other.
Yeah.
And they just begin to glow and hum. Do you stay nearby?
I do.
As this happens, I'm gonna cast Divine Sense.
There's an undead aura coming from you still.
Still?
Of course!
Covered in ghosts.
No, the ghosts are in the
literally
ghosts.
part ghost. Of course.
There is a fey, a fey magic detected coming from Willow, and at the current moment, a devilish energy coming from the book.
Okay. I say
And
nothing.
a demonic energy coming from Hessel. We've got the quartet, guys.
I say nothing.
That's what the quartet really means.
Calculated risk. Guys, I've been literally debating over this for weeks.
I say nothing. I know this. I will reiterate. All right, well, if this goes awry, it's all on you. You did this.
Or a demonic.
It'll be on us, the killer.
Yeah, a devilish
Hopefully
energy.
it won't come to that.
I got it right for the first time ever, even though I've been DMing for forever. Devils are from the nine hell.
They are.
Demons are from the abyss. I always mix them up, and I don't know why.
I don't know why.
I mean, because they both start with D.
Probably.
And in common Western understanding, they are the same thing.
One is definitely more HP Lovecraft than the other one.
Do you have an open attunement slot?
I do not. The arcane grimoire, which is currently hugging this whatever this book is
okay, so they'll switch place.
Yep. All right.
You watch as the book fades away from existence, as you now have a lightly, it's like whatchamacallit, like a nice like veal leather covered book of herbology for in some deep archaic
like
sylvan calfskin leather, yeah. Just as like lovely, like supple, warm, like that brown orange of like a really nice leather.
Pages are like made of like finely sewn together pixie wings.
I hope not.
The
real samples are on the page.
No, the pages are all.
It's standard Feywild practice.
No, that would be like human books being made of human skin. Like,
yeah,
that's no. People who make shit out of pixie wings like are a special breed.
You know what?
And
if you want to retcon the world, that's all right. But I'm pretty sure I remember that from the last campaign.
No, it's like that. You know how when people like make like bespoke paper and like it's not all perfectly aligned and it's not trimmed like neatly.
Yes.
It's that sort of style book.
I have several.
My question is, how is it bound?
It just looks like a standard, like a garden variety bound book.
Oh, we don't have any of that fun Coptic Egyptian binding.
No, it looks very plain, but it does have a sparkle of magic to it if you have the eye to detect that sort of thing.
Do spellbooks ordinarily glow with magic?
No.
Varies. I've seen some that do. Most don't.
You can add this to yourself, Mad. And you can share what it does if you wish. Did that copy over correctly?
Okay.
You didn't immediately burst into flames, so this is a better situation than I was expecting.
Yeah, this is acceptable.
And so now, whenever you copy spells to this book, they will automatically be transmogrified to look like simple entries in an encyclopedia about the autumn wild in Sylvan.
In Sylvan specifically. Okay, I can't add this to my collection because it requires a subscription. So
Well,
I'm gonna.
sooner rather than later, it'll show up as something that Brandon made, and then you can add it.
I shared it with the community.
Oh, found it. Equipment.
I'm glad you didn't cast legend lore on it.
Because it would have made the book mad at me.
Well, it would have. You would have known who made it, who created it. You would have understood that they were telling you the truth, and then the book would have burned away.
Oh yeah.
Because they don't want to have a contract with someone who's telling their secrets to other people.
Yeah, fair enough. All right. And I'm gonna hold this now incredibly innocuous looking book. All right. Well, I don't think anything bad's happened. You can choose to believe what I'm saying, but I don't think anything horrible's happened.
I just have a hard time believing someone would willingly tie themselves to a demon like that. It's kind of been the bane of my life for the past year. Oh well. Hope it doesn't come back to bite you.
I can only really think of one way, and well, I'll cross that bridge when I come to it.
I'm going to go converse with the builders
Okay.
and
I was
just
going to do
generally
that.
make sure that tasks are being divvied properly.
Yes.
As I pay the enormous amount of coin that we are paying.
Yeah.
Yes, that we have
No,
already subtracted from all of our funds.
Everybody is working quickly and efficiently to get everything done as quickly as humanly possible.
And I go get the paperwork redone for the Dark Star name.
Woo!
That is what we did, right? I'm just trying to
Yeah,
remember.
we did
I-
decide on the Dark
I
Star.
go get everything commissioned.
Yeah, no, all that stuff happened last night. This is
Okay.
this will be.
Also, Alex, Saywin has the supplies for one legend lore, because
Cool.
Yeah.
keep to my word. I said I would finance it, and I did.
So is this the next day, or is this still the nighttime?
I think this is the 15th because the
Yeah,
nighttime we wouldn't be able to do anything.
Y'all planned everything out on the night of the 14th. A thing happened, but has not happened yet. And then now it is the 15th.
I feel like there's so much buildup for this thing that's really just gonna turn out to be like a bad prank.
And sure.
I feel like that's really what it's gonna boil down to.
Well, Saywin is at this point mostly just dealing with getting everything.
So it's been a
between
full
the,
day, and I still stink like undead.
At this point, yes.
Betty looks perturbed.
Wait, you have ghosts. What are you talking about?
Perturbed. Well, I mean, they're in the
Okay.
bag right now.
Oh, I would have given them back. I'm not gonna carry them around.
Yeah.
Well, they'd be in her room then,
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
because she's got a special pane that she made so that they can't.
That will be made.
That will be made. So they have She's not in her room yet though. So
I'm gonna just take a walk around the city, just take in the sights,
Okay.
and just kind of like absent-mindedly wander and see if my tattoos ping anything.
Okay.
I'm gonna get that divination from
After
Salem.
all, even if it was like a frame job, I know that this country is where one of the chests were heading.
That is true. All right.
Yeah.
Where are you heading? This city is not as massive, but just as a general rule, it would probably take you a full solid day to do like a third of the city if you're just like walking streets.
I'll start with everything red.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cross one of these bridges and start heading over to one of the shipping districts and or shipping and warehouse districts. You know, honestly, probably a good place to start. Make me an investigation check. I'm reading lots of messages.
Yeah. Basically, it's all the same messages, but I'm adding my thoughts.
Well, it's not just you.
Here. Oh, not just me. Okay, so we're all doing it.
No, I've never sent a single message. I'm strong, I say it out loud.
Yeah.
I hate typing.
Type. So our blood hunter fighter person might show up soon.
That'll be good.
Yeah, I agree. It'd be very cool. To fill the silence, did you know that in a post-Christian narrative of folklore, fairies and devils were often engaged in deals?
I did not know that, but that's
The one that I can think of off the top of my head is a story Tamlin that literally the inciting incident is that every 7 years the Fae have to pay a tithe to the hells, and Tamlin's like, I don't want to die because I'm pretty sure they're gonna sacrifice me. So protagonist, you need to help me. And the protagonist does.
It seems like a very protagonisty thing to do.
Well, also because he got her pregnant, so.
You know,
And in medieval Scotland, that was a pregnancy out of wedlock is a no. Even if your boyfriend is a wild man who lives in the woods. Ah, folklore. I keep thinking as I listen to this music that I have Skyrim running in the background.
Everyone should be appeased.
Yep.
Come on. Da-da. Gotta make sure I'm typing to the right people because it keeps fucking changing.
Okay, I'm not. You said it'll take 5 days.
Yes, 5 days total for everything.
I'm not gonna do it day by day. I'm just gonna increase my training count by 5.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Which means after we set sail, I will be 5 days away from being proficient.
Nice.
Woo!
I still need to do the channel divinity with Sewen, but
Yeah.
one of the
Or
channel
you mean
divinity,
the divination with Seven?
the thingy.
Yes.
The divine something.
I mean, I Willow would be there for it because she likes watching other people do divination stuff.
You know what? Actually, there is something I do want to try.
Hmm.
Sewen's god is cryptic and annoying.
I'm
gonna go. Is there a temple to Palor here?
Yes.
Oh, also, that's one thing I forgot. I don't know how much it would cost, but on my balcony, I want to have like a small shrine constructed.
Also, it's part of decorating your
Okay.
your place. Unless you really want to like bling it out for whatever reason.
No,
Okay.
a shrine should be simple. I am going to pray under the lights of the sun that
Mhm.
is cast upon all of Terasa, and ask where we're supposed to go for Sewen, because Zephyr is no help.
Sure, make me a religion check.
Okay.
Very funny because of something that I'm going to do during this little little break.
And I will pump it.
Sure, yeah, you have proficiency.
Sewen, have you ever thought about getting wind chimes? Maybe that will help.
23 with my luck stone, my lucky charm, and my what's it called? Psionic die.
Oh,
Maybe wind chimes
Since
will
I am now
help you.
proficient in religion from my belt of humankind,
ah, yeah.
and I am almost done training with it.
Anything to be more human, I guess.
It's actually going to be devastating if I ever become human and not vampire. I won't be able to get the bonuses anymore,
Nope.
and they're very good right now.
Yeah. With this check out of the way, you focus in on the teachings of Pelor and his revealing light. And a small, simple vision comes to you. An air of almost melancholy frustration it like permeates this vision, but a vision nonetheless. And what you see is a rather simple diamond-shaped a diamond-shaped temple at the top of a mountain. And when your eyes come to, you are facing a different direction than you were. You are facing almost straight north of here.
So it's inland, or beyond
Bring us over to the big
the
map.
islands altogether. Oh, there's a mountain range just north of us.
Let me see if that's the correct direction. Give me no, it would be, northwest from your location. Give you
Where we're going, anyways.
Well, there's 3 possibilities.
It's this way.
There's this mountain range, and there's also this mountain range.
Yeah, it's like this. You're facing this way.
Yeah. Let's hope it's
think
this
it's-
mountain range.
I think
and-
it's this one based on direction.
Yeah, I think it's
Oh,
probably
are these
this
mountains?
One. Yeah, these are mountains.
Yeah.
I thought that was trees, man.
I mean, these are all mountains here.
Yeah, these are small mountains.
I thought
these
that
are
was
big
I thought that
mountains.
was just like a thick forest.
See,
I thought those were trees.
I feel like these are like your standard like alpine mountains, and these over here are like those weird mountains in Asia that are just like pillars with trees on top of them.
These are more they're mid-range mountains. Between these and these are all like sort of verdant mountains where stuff actually still grows on them.
Ah, verdant mountains. I mean, if you're gonna build a holy temple, you know.
After a day of street sweeping via tattoo,
Mhm.
I will report this to Savin. If it takes a day to do a third of the city, I'll probably just do the entire city over
Okay.
3 days.
Make me actually while you're over there, make an investigation check. Did you make one? I don't ask for one.
Oh no, I never rolled it.
Okay. If I don't
25. I'll boost it for the off chance of a 30. 30.
Hey. Disgusting, but nice. With a 30 investigation check. As you're wandering through the city, something catches your eye. A quick glint of color from the rooftop.
Oh
A
no!
vibrant pink.
Oh no, it's pink! Oh no!
How far away is it? And has it noticed that I've noticed?
You're uncertain. With a 30, you just barely catch its vision. You're not certain if it moved because you looked towards something, or it was already moving. But it's about 100 feet up the street and on one of the taller of the build was on one of the taller of the building.
I'm gonna double check, but I think that's well out of my psionic range.
Try and nonchalantly get 40 feet
My
closer.
psionic range is a creature I can see.
Oh shit!
Don't you also have like 120 movement or something?
Well, I don't want to like all of a sudden sprint towards a creature that is stalking me. It might run away.
Make
Or worse, she might attack you.
what is this? It's not a. I'm gonna say. Make me a dexterity saving throw. As
a reflex check.
So like as a reflex check, yeah. See if you can. 27. Just as like the hair is leaving sight, just enough for you to throw your consciousness out. You find a purchase in one of the most silent minds you have ever heard.
I'm just gonna say one thing
Mm-hmm.
and not expect a response or expect to give any follow-ups. I'm just going to say that's the second time. The third better be an introduction.
You get back, and it's the first time that you've felt this presence, because it's almost as if they're speaking through a relay. Everyone else, their mind has been whatever you capture is their consciousness connecting to you. This is almost like their mind is well versed in this sort of magic enough to where this connection is not directly to them.
Oh.
But you hear back in your head, you're getting sharper.
I didn't expect a response. Okay, I'll just say, I'm not gonna speak with someone I can't see. I'm gonna go about my business. Come find me when you're done stalking me.
As you say that, you feel the cold of a flat blade against your throat. You just hear in your mind, don't move. It's not quite time for us to meet. I'll see you later, wielder of the bones.
Mhm.
Bone man.
As you go to turn, you watch as she not turns invisible, but fades from existence.
Oh.
Give me a better title next time. That one sucked.
Hey, Bone Boy.
Bone boy.
Bone
That would have been
man.
better. Wielder of the Bones is so lame.
No, bone boy.
But you
It
feel
only
the
worked better if you were
connection.
a skeleton instead of a vampire.
You feel the connection end.
You
I
could
can
you
do
could
that.
be the Ossific Lord.
I'm fine
Bone
with
boy.
Bone Boy.
Embrace bone boy.
You feel a chuckle in your mind as the connection ends.
All right.
Bone boy.
I'm just gonna take it in stride, but also be like, how did that happen? And continue my sweep since I'm specifically searching for bones and not stalkers.
Yeah. Okay, well, the building that you come up to, you see the lock is busted off of it. And the door is slightly ajar.
Oh, this is where they came from?
Mhm.
All right, stealth mode. I will investigate.
I will say, for sake of brevity, there doesn't seem to be anybody here. As you stealth in, far higher average stealth than anyone who would be here. But in the center of the the walkway, you see a singular square patch of ash.
Oh, she got it first.
Wait, does that mean she's also a wielder of the bones?
Yeah.
Bone girl.
Then she'll understand how lame it is to be called that next time. Or she's just killing people with bones. Maybe that's happening.
Oh, that's an alliterative name.
All right. I'm going to assume that's the only hip that's going to be in the city.
Yeah,
I doubt this is going to be a city with two bones in it.
two
That'd be
whole
crazy.
bones.
And even if it was, I doubt you would get there before her.
All right, I'm just gonna return to the ship and
Fucking Pinky
spend
here
my
is-
days training, and also inform Saywin of the vision.
Mm-hmm.
Pinky here is fucking brutal.
Hope so.
I'm gonna get a drink. I'll be right back.
Okay. The
So Zaper says that he's home, but he has to do a couple of things, so he's still going to be a second.
yeah.
Of
Makes
course.
sense.
Divination?
Who wants to go next?
Divination.
Divination.
So, I'm gonna say the
Divination.
divination should be done the day before we leave.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we can also say things happen a little
Yeah,
out of
we're out of like. No.
Betty also wants to contemplate inwards and figure out ghostness.
Sure. Do you?
Is that a thing I can do?
I mean,
Can I try and gain more insight on myself?
you have no clue.
Self-protection.
Okay.
I assume we've also taken a long rest at some point.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
well, when you leveled, you did.
Okay, I guess I didn't get the spell slots back or something.
Then I will do the divination, and this will be my main thing.
Okay, there.
All right. I don't need. I've got the orb.
You do
Oh, I
have.
know. That was for the Underhead or the Stormhead.
Oh yeah. I mean, what is it? What is required for?
I need incense and a sacrificial offering appropriate to your religion, worth at least 25 gold.
What is an appropriate offering to the wind chimes?
You just burn wind chimes? I'll say, yeah, you can get
25 gold of wind chimes is fancy wind chimes.
Yeah.
I mean, there are those fancy wind chimes, though. I've seen
Yeah,
them.
but I don't think any of them are made of flammable material.
I mean, I think you just gotta try.
I mean,
Maybe the offering makes it so it's magical fire that burns
He's just
whatever
gonna,
you
it's gonna
cast
make an
into.
attempt, right?
yeah.
Like, I tried to light the metal on fire. It worked. This is good.
I mean, I'll say it's like using any other magic that just magically gets rid of gold or silver or diamonds. Like,
I will say, for sake of brevity, A, I'll pay for it, and B, my question.
Yep.
yeah. But yeah, you set up a similar ritual as you did before.
I'm gonna take the ghosts out of their container and put them around me, though.
Wait, what?
I'll take the ghosts out of. Has the thing been constructed yet?
Not at this point. They are working
Okay,
on the.
I mean, I'll just take them with me. They're still pocket ghosts.
Yeah. But yeah. You set up a similar setup as the last time. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, because we didn't really do that, but yes.
Yeah.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more, say no more.
Yeah. You set up a large bowl to burn the incense and then hang a set of very nice wind chimes above it that clatter and clink as the fire of the incense burns underneath it. And as they are consumed magically and disappear, what is the question? What is the wording of?
I'll put it in Brandon's game just so you have the actual wording of it, but there you go. Within the next 7 days, provided we depart today, will Biddy find any information around the Grande Route de Loa that would give any information about herself?
Answer that you get is yes.
All right.
All right then.
Betty looks immediately more nervous.
Well, I guess that means we're heading that way.
I guess so. Fuck.
Also, did we determine which mountains it was or no?
No.
No, we don't
You've
really
got
have
3
any
possible options.
Yeah, there are three potential options, but I'm gonna bet that because the vision was abruptly stopped by way of Betty shaking at Arisgate, I'm going to imagine it's probably these ones
You said northwest, right?
from where we are. which is Arisloft.
There's also these mountains.
Those are the mountains she's pointing to.
No,
Wait,
these mountains.
Oh, the ones in Wave Run?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're choosing to ignore those for now.
what?
Let's start with closest first, and then work our way out.
Well, I guess I'll spend some. Do they have anything in Arisloft that would be conducive to me trying to find out information about Zephyr, either local folklore or library?
Probably not. Not more information. You are like the cutting edge researcher for for Zephyr at the moment. Like you have far more knowledge than anybody else does about them.
Damn,
Well,
what an honor.
But I need to answer this.
so no local folklore or anything. Okay.
However, as the where were you doing this ritual?
Probably in the back of the ship, I imagine.
I mean, is there like a temple quarter? Sort of.
Can you just burn
The
things
temples
in
are
temple quarter?
the temples are much more spread out here. They're just like wherever they're set.
Just do it in a back alley. It's the most
mean,
appropriate for Betty.
I guess if there's a larger
That's it.
Thank you.
if there's an area where there's like stuff for or an area for like public worship, probably there.
Not specifically, but there. I mean, there's like a couple of like whatchamacallit, like public parks and stuff that are just around. They're Arisloft and Dorwayne themselves are not really religious places. They're very. It's mostly the older folk that have any actual religion here.
Aren't they a magocracy?
Yes.
Well, I guess wherever they have some of the equipment that I would need.
Oh, like for the actual ritual itself?
Yeah.
So, okay, so you just do it outside of like a shop on the street?
Well, no, like outside of like a temple.
Roll me a perception check. You're gonna just have to like search the city to find a temple.
Can I assist with this because I'm with her?
Sure. Okay. You find a couple temples. You find a temple to Pelor, one to Tyr, a couple temples to Poseidon that are just like small little alcoves on the side of the wall. None of them are actual like churches or you know, a lot of them are just outdoor sort of like either a statue or like a small little covered what's the word, gazebo. But yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I think a Poseidon gazebo could be fun. Herschel's Poseidon, right?
Yes.
We'll do that one.
All right. I'm just trying to remember which god it was that Zephyr had sided with.
I believe it's Pelor.
Yeah.
No more Paler.
All the Pelor.
He is the god of gods.
That's not true.
My man can find all my friends to things.
He's one of the oldest
Yeah,
gods. But
it would be either at Palor or Poseidon.
But Betty would vote for Poseidon because she's not super sure how that's gonna go if she goes into a Palor temple. You know what? Like, we can. You know what? No, we'll do Poseidon. We'll do Poseidon.
Poseidon it is.
I was gonna say do Paler for the memes. See what happens.
I'm gonna get smited.
oh,
One of
shape.
Willow's whole things is fuck around and find out. So
Oh, I will fuck around and find out. You know what? I don't know. Do
I'm
you
gonna
want to do Palor?
I'm gonna make these mercs different colors.
do it.
Let's do Palor. That's probably the thing that's gonna
All
get
right.
the most reaction.
You know what? I'm going. Should we just flip a coin and
Nope,
see?
Palor.
Okay.
Tempt,
I know I'm
tempt
indecisive.
fate.
I mean, Betty loves poking the bear, so.
maybe your fears are unfounded.
Oh, they probably are, but like she's still like not her
I'm gonna
favorite
do
person
red
in the
in the
world.
middle. So there's one.
So she's not doing the ritual.
And then as you finish casting and get your answer, you hear a shifting of stone behind you. And another little temple. Not temple.
The post office.
One of the little post offices appears behind you.
In the temple or by the temple, by the gazebo.
Yeah, on the corner where like out of the way, like in a little like alcove that wasn't being used. Like up against the whatchamacallit wall. You just watch as like it just stops moving as you turn around to see what the noise is.
You gotta stop summoning those.
Am I doing that?
I assume so.
If you can't see it, I put that down here.
These things are like fucking mushrooms.
They really are.
They
Also-
just pop up from the ground unbidden.
Also, I don't know if you saw this, but these are to scale difference.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
All right, well,
That
go
is-
do your coin thing or whatever, or your wand thing, I guess, because that's what you got down, right?
Oh yeah, the one that points to something.
The nearest Zephyr temple.
Yeah.
Which would probably be helpful for us finding the mountain or whatever.
Yeah, that is true. I'm gonna ask the mechanical attendant. So why did you just where did you come from?
They do not respond.
I think it was the ground.
Well, I'm gonna put my holy symbol in the slot.
It does not accept it.
And otherwise it's just normal.
Yeah. Yeah, when you put your holy symbol in it, it says, "We're sorry, this registered symbol has already received its gift."
All right. Interesting.
Do you have the other holy symbol from that one tree temple that you found on the dead guy?
I think I still have that, yeah. I'll try that one.
As you place it in, it says, "We're sorry, this is not the registered symbol of the person who's received a gift." Would you like to switch it to the other one?
No, that's all right.
If I put my gold runner's ring in there, did it just get taken away?
Do you want to shove it in there?
I'll put the one I didn't put a lot of money into.
Okay. You put it in there. It makes a weird sound. And it gives you a little recordy stick.
I mean, good. We got that at least. Do I have to use it here?
No.
Okay, I'll just keep it with me.
All right, yeah.
Well, all right then.
I mean, that's good to know.
Did you try putting the wand in?
I haven't tried that, but I also kind of need it.
I mean, if you
See
need
what
it, it's not
happens.
going
The
to
worst
take it
that
from you.
it'll do is yell at you.
The worst it'll do is it takes it away. It doesn't give me anything.
This is true.
But if you need it, it won't take it away.
Exactly.
You
They
give
seem to
gifts
be
away.
smart mushroom things.
Smart mushroom. They're not mushrooms.
They pop up like fucking mushrooms. They are displacing pavement.
Hmm. I really don't know what to do in this situation.
Maybe
Does
you
anyone
need
have it
to.
out?
Maybe you need to advance other things and stop stuffing stuff in there.
You know what? I'm going to try something.
Cool,
Oh no.
cool.
Oh no.
I'm
The
going to try
metagaming
something
pigeon
terrible
says,
idea.
cool, cool. Maybe advance and use the wand first. Cool, cool.
I have a terrible idea, and I want to see if it'll work.
What?
Oh no.
I'm going to use the free little recordy thing, and I'm just going to try and send a message to Zephyr. It won't work, but it'd be funny if it did.
Sure, what are you saying?
Gotta be a little clearer here. We're dumb.
Is that
Come
all
on,
you,
man.
is that all you say?
Give us a sign or something that we're supposed to do.
The crystal shatters, the thing closes, and it fires up into the air. About 1,000 feet.
Jesus.
Then you watch as the little orb of energy pops again with that orange light, as if it's gone to its recipient.
Huh.
And then a northwesterly wind blows.
Did it actually just work though?
Well, I'm assuming that means I need to go to the northwest. Although, so, do I know how many... I'm going to use legend lore on the wand.
Go for it.
You can certainly do that.
Do it.
I'll say this is all happening on the 19th after some information is already given, so
Yeah.
we'll have to get to that.
So
But
you do know about Hessel's northwesterly vision at this point.
yeah,
Okay, I know I need to go to the northwest, but I'm trying to figure out... I'm trying to figure out if this wand has charges.
That would be an identify.
Yeah.
we'll identify it first.
Yeah, I will have Willow identify it.
You'd probably have to ping her over the comms because even though I've been peanut gallerying, I'm technically not there.
Oh yeah, no, I mean this would be happening whenever I
Yeah.
run into you. Because I assume we're all off kind of just working on personal issues.
Will's
Yeah.
probably not too far away because Will's doing fabric shopping. So
I mean, Saywin is mostly going through making sure everything's been transferred from the boat to the new one, and looking at any more odd shenanigans that may have been left behind.
but yeah, I'll take the I'll take the wand while Saywin worries about logistics, and while she handles some of that, I will identify Yon wand.
Sure. Don't think I wrote down what I actually called it.
Mm.
Wand of Prevailing Winds, I believe.
Mm.
That's what I have. I just have Prevailing Winds written down. I'm assuming that's what it. The wand does have charges. It recharges. It has one charge. It recharges every day. Every day at midnight, and leaves a trail of luminescent light that points you in the direction of the nearest temple to Zephyr or of the winds for 1 hour.
Oh.
Perfect.
Well,
I'm-
I mean, so now we know that. Given what we know about Hessel's, and I guess now your general understanding of where this place is, perhaps once we get to the capital of Dwayne, we could fire this thing off and use that to isolate the direction we need to go.
By the way, as Saywin goes to the ship, Betty's gonna stay behind.
was gonna use it here and over there because this basically is given a straight line to follow towards it.
Fair enough.
So if we mark it on the map, gotta get 2 lines.
Oh, I could send Manu out after it to see see if he can get a general direction, or a general distance, perhaps. He can fly a
Mm.
fair bit faster than the rest of us.
That's fair. Yeah, I guess I will
Giving Manu
from
the wand.
well no, I was gonna
The trail goes out 60 feet from you.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, Manu can have the wand. Manu's
I mean
got
I was
feet.
gonna just cast it on the boat, take the heading of where that line points, and then when we get somewhere else, use the
Yeah.
wand again.
Yeah.
And
Triangulation.
just draw 2 straight lines and see where they point.
Yeah. Anything else need to be done?
Brandon, I have a grand idea.
Oh God.
I will be staying behind after Saywin departs to the boat.
Okay.
And I will use the messenger thingy again.
Okay.
And I will sit in Paler's gazebo. And I will, with the express purpose, note that I did not bring the ghost along this time.
Okay.
And I will speak into both the thing, and I will speak to the party itself.
Wait, so
And I will try and I'm trying to contact Paler.
okay, so you're crossing town to go over to the pillow.
Yeah.
Okay. Much easier for you, as you can fly across the river.
Yeah. But I'm gonna buy a thing first, and then I'm gonna go to the Paler Shrine.
Oh, you're buying. Okay, so it subtracts 50 gold,
Yeah.
and then another color shirt. Come on. Let's do yellow. You
Limit is a time limit, right?
over. Do you see that little dot?
Yeah. The little orange one.
Yeah. That is the little temple of Pelor that they have here.
It's a little gazebo, or is it like a?
Yeah, it's like a under like a covered roof that has like 4 entrances.
Okay. Is there like a seat there?
There's benches around the edge. It's not a like cathedral or a church. It's basically like an outside sort of public prayer spot.
Me. All right, and I'm going to talk into the thing, just see if that does reach in, and if not, I'm gonna also try and just contact him faith-wise, and just talk to the void and see if somebody will
What
respond to
is
it.
your message on this greater?
I don't know. Oh, good.
What is your message on this greater form of sending that seems to be in these tubes?
I don't know why you're so involved in all our quests. Maybe coincidence, maybe fate. I don't know, but I know my quests, and I'm gonna help these guys move on. It's not fair for you to judge them by the fault of their leader, and honestly, I'd rather that you try and help me along the way with this than hinder it. Also, give Hessel some hope. I'm worried about him.
Aww.
Roll me a d20.
Okay.
Ooh.
19.
You watch as it the crystal shatters. This time it goes up about 10 feet and just disappears with a warble in the air.
Oh.
Okay.
You get back. There we go. Now, my child.
My God.
Oh, is it fucked up or is it just?
No.
Okay.
It's
Big
great.
reverby
Yeah.
sound.
Let's reverb perfect.
That's what he wants. That's what he wants.
All who bathe in my light are able to be forgiven. Essel is doing what he thinks is right. He has faith. Those you wish to redeem still have a little bit of work to do. Messages.
Betty just blinks.
That worked so well.
you blink, and for just like 3 or 4 blinks, as if you've looked into the sun, you just see like the outline of a face being blasted at you through sun rays, and you can't see any of the facial features. It's just light, though.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna go back to the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna lie down.
Do I see
Do a little bit of a
Betty coming
Ladoon?
back looking shell shocked?
Yeah, she would not look
Betty needs a bit of a Ladoon.
a Ladoon.
Ladoon.
But yeah, I mean, she wouldn't be hiding it because I don't think she'd think to at this point.
Everything all right, Betty?
She'd give you a thumbs up. She'd think for a second on whether or not she should reveal this information.
That was not the most convincing hand gesture I've ever seen.
I'm honest to God, I don't think you'd believe me if I told you.
Now that seems a little bit unfair to me, but...
Okay. Do you want... Betty's just... I sent a sending, honestly, just to see if it would fucking work, and I think I just... Can you send sendings... Can you send the little tube things to gods? Do you know?
Unsure.
I don't know why you would have this information, but, you know.
The little tube messages are... Well, they're still fairly a new concept to me. I mean, honestly, I'm surprised we haven't been just seeing gods walking around.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna go lie down for a second then.
Sounds like a good idea.
And she's gonna do that.
Mhm. I will say, Hessel, as the sun sets this day, you see one of the rarest events that the human experience can experience.
Double rainbow.
You see the green flash on the horizon. Except for
Oh
this time, it looks
shit!
like a little thumbs up.
Thumbs up shaped green flash.
That's so good.
Dude, I love green flash lore. It's so cool.
Of all of the fucking people, Betty's the first person to contact Paylor.
Of course. Contact Taylor fucking directly.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Give him a. I'm gonna have to go to ghost counseling after this, though.
You
Like,
are
I'm
going
gonna
to have
Taylor
I'm gonna
sitting
have a
upon
conversation.
his giant illuminous porcelain throne goes, "What the fuck was that?"
Brandon,
Yeah.
I would recommend not describing thrones as porcelain.
No, that's what I meant. He's like,
Oh my god.
Oh my god, it's like getting it's like when
someone
your parents
caught me
call you at like
pooping.
Oh my god. I love that we've discovered a way to contact the gods.
Now,
We've discovered a way to contact the other fucking planes.
Betty knows
Like,
this.
Yep.
Whether she shares this or not.
Well,
I
actually,
think
no. Zephyr is on the prime material, so never mind.
Zephyr or Saywin at least understands, hey, I can contact Zephyr using these things
Yes.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Betty, my God, yeah, Betty's just going to lie down. Think about what's happened.
How
Think
did
about
your
what
life
you've done.
get to this? 3 months ago, you were just a pirate.
Yeah. Am I still giving off ghost vibes at this
Yup.
point?
Forever.
Forever.
Also, are there as I'm checking over the old boat, are there any odd things that seem a bit out of place?
I
Or any
do not believe anything
pranks?
else has happened.
Was there anything undiscovered? Since we probably will never be on that boat again.
I don't think anything else was done to that boat.
Just the odd varnish and the porn stash.
Yep. And then they broke and repaired Hessel's doorknob. I don't know if that one.
Yeah.
That one ever came to light, but yeah.
What's making those noises?
Disc or no, sorry, that's not Discord, that's Roll20. I don't know.
Interesting.
Interesting. Very, very interesting.
I love everything that just happened. It was incredible.
It was amazing and absurd at the same
I
time.
need our fucking fifth to get over here.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take one of the days that we're in town, and I'm gonna go check out that tower that had the airships at it.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. Uh, uh, and then
Man, that's fucking stupid. I can't believe that worked. I was for sure expecting one of those message tubes to explode just in your hand.
I mean, I didn't expect it to do anything. I was like, wait a second.
Wait a fucking sec.
Now just wait a gosh darn minute.
God.
So, I will say you can look from afar at the tower unless you are purchasing a ticket. Otherwise, the guards keep you away from going up there. As those are very, very, very important people using those, but from the ground you can see a fair bit because these are they're not nearly as big as your ship, but they all have these giant like crenellated orbs that are like part of the center of these ships. Some are towards the back, some are like right in the center. Make me either a history check or an arcana check.
Let's do history because I actually have a bonus in that.
Oh
I'm proficient in history.
shit.
Hey! Also, what happened to the animated dice?
You would know with a
I think
17.
Roll20 might be having a problem.
Yeah. You would know with a 17 that those are the Ethereum engines that the sky ships run on. They burn crystalline Ethereum in their engines. You're not, with the 17, you're not sure quite how that works. But I mean, it makes some general common sense to you that burning Ethereum, which is a crystalline source of like solid magic, is the best way I can describe it. That should make sense. You're not sure how exactly they work. You've never been up close to a skyship to like figure out exactly how it works, but it does have a lot of these brass and silver pipes that run along the underside. There doesn't seem to be any form of exhaust, but they seem incredibly technologically advanced and arcanely enchanted, but definitely not. They're all about the size or smaller than your previous ship. But from here, you can sort of have a general understanding of what they're capable of as you're watching one of them takes off at 5 or 6 times the speed of your ship, almost silently. Just a silent, just this quiet whoa, whoa, whoa comes from it as it disappears in the distance.
I should figure out how those work. I say as a character with a +0 to intelligence.
Yeah, that's more artificery duties.
Boomer when you need them.
Multi-class?
That's a terrible multi-class.
Artificer plus anything is a terrible multi-class.
Yeah, Artificer's like, it's like I need all of my stuff to be like really cool.
I know this because I've looked into it.
Oh, I know. But
well, I've just figured out how we get Boomer back in the campaign.
No, God, no.
I feel like Boomer would be really good at blowing up an Ethereum core engine.
don't know how they work, but I know about 18 ways to blow them up.
I feel like Boomer would destroy your vocal cords permanently if you did him for more than a few sessions.
It isn't that bad for my voice. It doesn't hurt at all.
Uh,
Yeah, it's like me with the Stitch or Golem voice.
Yeah, I mean,
Very-
it's the same, or
Yeah,
basically the Stitch voice.
yeah. Putting putting something to drink in a pitcher and being able to just pour it at my desk is a wonderful idea. Good job, me.
Every time that I go and get water from our fridge, it's like, thank you, past me, for filling up the pitcher. Water so that current me has cold water to drink.
Mhm.
And then I will curse out past me when I don't do that.
What I think I'm going to do, because I don't want to do all of the info dump, and if we're getting a saper soon, I'm going to run a quick ad and go pee.
Sounds like a good idea.
I've got to get to the information that is given to you on the 19th. I got to go through some dreams and stuff, and
Dreams.
Yeah. We'll be
Yes.
right back, folks. Subscribed, you can stay around and listen to the shenanigans that happen while I go pee. But for now, goodbye.
I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I don't have any shenanigans planned.
Are you sure about that?
I mean, not during the ad break. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
I have been incredibly open over the last 2 weeks that I have something planned that needs Ivar to be here, and I am just waiting ever so patiently for the fucking late ass player to get here. God damn it! I respect that life happens and you need to go tend to that, but god damn it. Life always has to happen when I'm planning something interesting.
I cannot believe that I contacted Taylor.
I also cannot believe that you did that. I thought for sure that was gonna explode in your hand.
I think on a 1 it probably would have.
I think on more than a 1. I think 14 was probably the minimum that you needed. Or 19,
Well, I rolled
sorry.
a 19.
I heard 14, but then I just looked at my screen and was like, "Oh no, that's a 19."
Which is, I think, the only reason why it worked.
Yeah. Remember last campaign when we could just phone call gods at will?
Well, I mean, we know we can. We just have to pay a fee.
I mean, we have to pay a
Ruth.
fee and then roll a d20, and I'm pretty I'm gonna guess that anything below a 16 will fail automatically.
Also, Betty's not too keen on doing that again. I think
Probably
that
because
was a
she
little
didn't.
too much for her.
Probably because she didn't think that was gonna work the first
Yeah,
time.
she's just like, I'm good. She does
Was a
have to
choice.
go. She does have to do ghost counseling, though.
She does. And also apparently ghost community service.
They have to atone for what they've done, and I'm like, yeah, they're probably not sorry.
I
Are
don't
you
even think it's an
fucking
atonement.
sorry?
I don't think it's an atonement. I think that's part of the I have the almighty ineffable plan, and their part in it is not yet done.
No, I think it's they haven't come to terms with the fact that what they've done may not be the best thing in the world.
They have to come to terms with the fact that they didn't do the inciting incident, but they enabled the inciting
Yeah,
incident.
they didn't stop it.
Don't be the baddies.
To be fair,
Cookie, stop laughing.
from the sounds of it, like they either didn't know he told the
Well,
Pirate
I'm
King
wondering if
Eric.
maybe the story isn't all it's been.
That's possible, or maybe it's like the Pirate King told him he was told them he was gonna do it, and then you were like, yeah, fucking sure.
No, I think there's more to it that hasn't been discussed, and I think
I'm
it should
sure
be.
there's more to it.
So that'll happen at some point. I
Yeah.
bet he's not traumatized.
When is Betty not going to be traumatized?
Hopefully, like a couple days out on the ocean. But also, she's just lighting up ghosts now, and she's just not happy about it. Or not even not happy about it, she's just generally concerned. Because it's funny when it happens to other people, but when it happens to her, this is a new issue.
I'm so insulted that you guys thought that I was making a rash decision with the book. I was not.
I mean, it is though.
It is, yeah.
It's not. I literally
You can justify it. That doesn't mean it's a good idea.
Good idea. Probably not, but it did pan
Look,
out. And
every cursed item I got last campaign,
yeah,
I knew it was cursed. I knew what I was getting myself into. Doesn't mean they weren't stupid things to do.
okay. Look, so one, it's legit not cursed, which is shocking to me. Two,
You don't know if it's cursed or not. You will not know it's cursed until the curse comes into play. That's how cursed items work.
Usually, cursed items have a roleplay effect or a stat effect that the player typically has to know about.
Not necessarily. That's what makes it a good cursed item.
Yeah. Like,
I think that would be
it could be like the first time you try and do X, you can't for some reason. Like, try and save a kid from dying in a fire. All of a sudden your hand stops and you can't save him. Who knows? It could be anything.
I don't think that's true.
I have an idea. I'm not going to say what it is, though. And I never will.
Well, then why mention that you have an idea? Why
drive you
mention you
nuts.
have an idea?
To drive you crazy.
Hope that was a chair in the back.
It's not. That was definitely Alex, and why it's don't say it like you're tormenting me. You're not going to tell anybody else either.
No, I told Brandon. He knows.
Yeah.
What was definitely me?
It sounded like there was a chair in the background.
Oh, that was me blowing my nose.
Alex has been suffering from allergies since the start
I have
of
it
the year.
more as a record of if I was right, I want to have the date.
Oh, if you're right about what something with the book or something with Paylor.
I don't know.
Probably the book, because you want to rub it in my face if I'm if my gamble doesn't pay off.
Also, Matt, as far as allergies go, it's basically like, all right, when the weather is under 60 degrees, my nose is a leaky faucet because of cold weather. As soon as it gets over 60 degrees, hey, all the plants are out. Pollen and spores everywhere.
My my mom and I were texting back and forth today about how like this is the first time in years where we've had to deal with allergies, because we like I think it's probably like the fact that we up here we typically get like one really last hard freeze before spring, so all of the flowers and tree blossoms die before they can or like basically become sterile before they can release pollen. And so like we don't typically have a very high pollen index, but this year we got warm weather all throughout early spring, and so the frost didn't hit, which I mean means that my parents' apple tree is gonna get so laden with apples that the branches are gonna break again. But it also means that now we have to contend with allergies.
Not to diminish your allergy issues, because it is legitimately a problem, but I do believe that I probably have the worst air quality at the
Oh
moment.
yeah, no.
Yes, no one
I'm
is
not.
arguing against that.
And
No, I was saying. That's why I
I
said
literally
pollen
can't
index.
breathe in my own home.
Doll,
So
That's why I said pollen index, not air quality.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because you're
But
not you're not contending with pollen index. You're contending with a literal brush fire.
No, I'm contending with Blade Runner.
Yeah.
I'm not wrong.
Unfortunately true.
That said, I do not think the book is cursed. Mostly because I've fucking badgered Brandon every which way for the last 2 weeks. And 2, I've been told that after a period of time I can renegotiate my terms. So I can do as I will. This is a perfectly acceptable deal to me.
Yeah. But I guess we'll just have to go over stuff.
Yep.
So nice, you have to do it twice.
Let me bring up all my stuff.
So late he changed his arrival time 4 times in the last 4 days.
All right. Well, let's start with it because it's funny. Saywin on the 16th, which is the day after the first day of this break, you are given a dream, a vision. You recognize the first bit as you pass over the blue lake and the mountains that surround it, and then head north. Does Betty interrupt for whatever reason again?
The water in my shower isn't working. No,
It goes northward over the whatchamacallit, over the blue dome that you now sort of understand is the dome over Arisgate. It continues northward from there. It continues northward and then banks to the right before stopping and hovering over these mountains.
Aha!
All right.
And you see at the top of the highest peak of those mountains a zigzagging winding path up to a diamond-shaped temple.
Oh god, mountain climbing.
The vision then continues to swing eastward, and once you continues eastward, going over what looks like several ships in the middle of the waters in the Eden Gulf, across the Jade Coast, up across the riverlands of Eden March, through Wind's Kiss, this mountain.
That one I knew about.
Yeah, that one he had suspicions about.
As you get there and it begins to turn around, your vision fades as you wake up.
I love that this happens on the 16th, and then I do all these shenanigans on the 19th.
Well, that's why I was like, I was waiting to do this so I wouldn't have to do it twice. But here,
Oh well.
yeah.
Well, in a roundabout way, I got the information.
What day do you think you attuned to the book?
Oh, probably the 15th.
Okay. Yeah, some similar thing on the 16th, or the transition between the 15th and the 16th as you rest. You gain the visage of a dark-skinned humanoid creature sitting in like a almost like a smoking jacket. These long curled horns that go up about 1.5 feet over the back of their head and curl to like the midpoint of their back. These massive spiral horns. Slowly writing notes in a book that looks very much similar to you. But just as they seem to be drawn to towards your attention, dream ends.
Damn it.
Essel, point at which you get this dream is not important, only that you get it.
Okay.
Now that you are leaning your direction towards Palor, you gain a vision of the man you know as Lord Tepish entering a massive, beautiful cerulean glass and marble cathedral to Pelor. The roof has these beautiful mechanisms that allow it to be cranked open for the midday prayer. You watch as Tepish walks in, cane in hand, happily entering the cathedral during just the start of the mass, as I'll call it. And as he walks by, long, thick, black gloves in hand, seemingly unnoticed by these very high, like almost bishop-like entities that are currently praising the sun, but in a genuine manner. He walks by and simply runs a finger along each of the backs of their necks as they pray, drawing just the tiniest drop of blood. Seem not to notice or care. And after he has touched every single one, he rests his hands at the old man that's sitting at the top, who stops his prayers, gives a smile, and takes off the adornments of Pelor. And as he laughs, you watch as fangs grow in their mouths, and he exits the cathedral with them.
Oh.
I mean, that's one way to. Yeah.
Same gloves.
Same gloves.
They were his. Interesting. By the way, that's very similar to like one of the opening cutscenes of Diablo 4.
Well, that's the
Instead of the devil vampire lord, it's like Lilith.
Mm-hmm.
but that's the almost direct events of the birth of the god of vampires.
Oh.
Well, you shouldn't be too upset with me. Regardless of what's going on, I am still collecting the bones. If I die along the way, it just does nothing but benefit him.
And that is then Betty.
Okay.
Oh God! Everybody gets one.
You get a dream, and you get a dream.
Everybody's haunted.
Well, haunted
No,
by
it's just Betty. It's
haunted
just
by Betty.
Everybody's Betty.
Everybody's Betty for the Betty.
What does Betty see?
Betty, similar situation. Your dream happens before the night of the 19th.
Okay.
But the night that it happens is not of consequence.
I mean, yeah.
You are visited by two dreams. You are visited first by it's almost like they're happening at the same time. It's almost like you have a vision of four things happening at the same time.
Okay.
They all start off the same. It's a room of angry people. 6 of them yelling at one wearing a crown.
Oh boy.
He projects his will upon them and tells them they do not need to follow where he is going, for he shall ascend into godhood, and they are to be banished from the island. They leave dejected. However, your vision continues to follow 4 of them. One of them attempts to stab the leader, stabs the king, and is promptly kicked in the chest so hard that their blade snaps.
Oh.
And the large part of it is picked up by the
Hey,
king.
he's finally here.
Hello.
Good timing too, because we're doing dream sequences.
Oh, right then. I mean, sure.
But the large part of the Magnum cross saber is picked up, and only the tip that's embedded in the wall is taken with the first man. The others leave without any question, upset by the king's decision. Gathering all the men that they can muster that wish to leave the island, for this is a doomed place.
A doomed place.
Just as they are all boarding their vessels and heading literally as far away from each other as physically possible, a beam of light as the crowned man fires into the sun, quickly to be fired back downwards, followed by a hammer that stretches from shore to shore.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
And you watch as a cacophonous devastation of an island occurs, and a shockwave tsunami soon follows the ships. And the 6 ships are dragged under.
Oh, damn.
Dream ends just as you feel the pain of the 4 entities that you have in you as they all struggle to swim as they drown.
Oh, God.
Second dream.
Okay. That was one hell of a first dream.
Yeah. Second dream, which happens after the first on another night. Where is it? Somewhere else. Put these up because I hate myself. There we go. Very similar situation to the last time you dreamed when you were inside of an egg.
Mm.
You hear the sounds of a large bat. Fear and worry as some other force seems to be winning. A large warm light is seen through this vision, followed by several nights of cold before the sound of a cart is heard, the feeling of hands on you. You're wrapped in in something, and you hear the sound of a cart for several days. Then followed by the sound of a dock. 2 or 3 groups of humanoids having a conversation. You don't know what they are saying. Some of them sound very excited. And the sound of gold coins is, you know that sound very well, is exchanged, and you are once again put on a cold ship in darkness.
Because you're an egg.
You hear an explosion. And a very familiar female voice. That dream also ends unconcluded.
Huh. Okay, so it sounds like village was ransacked. Egg was left, picked up, carted, sold, put on boat sank, then Ember was there.
Well, boat was attacked and then Ember was there.
Yeah, okay. But still.
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. So there were many
exchanges of hands.
Okay, yep, that's
I mean, the several days to a port city does track with the Golden Road through the
Yeah.
sunflowers.
Now Betty just feels even more nervous about this. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Now, welcome, Saber. We've just been getting some things done around because y'all had some downtime. However, there's an event that occurs first and foremost upon everybody after everyone levels to 11 and takes a long rest. Well, do you want to run this or?
Yeah. Ivar is the first of us to get a dream.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And you wake up to the sound of Willow slamming your door shut.
Okay. Do I actually wake up, or can I just not care?
And you can wake up if you want to.
Your attention
I
seems to be, even if you leave your eyes closed, your attention seems to be drawn towards sound.
So in that case, I'll touch my medallion and see what's magic in the alchemy lab.
Yeah.
Why are you sleeping in the alchemy lab? You have a bed.
Nope, alchemy lab.
That's where he
No,
sleeps, man.
it is where he sleeps, apparently.
You go to
Gotta keep an eye on the burners. Got these potions I gotta be making.
you go to touch your medallion, and it seems cold to your touch.
You and I need to have a discussion.
Isn't this what you tried already yesterday with Atnos and I?
Oh no, this is an entirely different discussion. Related, but still different. I'm sure your order of monster hunters probably taught you all about what they thought they knew of Fae.
Nope, can't say I've heard of you guys.
And at the very least, if they didn't tell you this, I have multiple times. We can't lie. Just don't do
You
it.
have made that very rather painfully for multiple parties clear.
Yes. Now, as a result, you can be absolutely certain of the truth of my words when I say that yesterday was the end of my patience with you and your threatening me. In fact, you
Uh,
and your threatening anybody.
I doubt that highly. I'm sure I'm going to go on to continue to threaten people until someone kills me.
I hope it doesn't come to that.
Well, I
But you
am gonna
see,
die one day.
I have a specific issue with, well, one half of the categories of people that I've seen you threaten. Because I've noticed two of them. There are people who are actively trying to kill or maim you. And then there's anyone even remotely related to Renandula.
You forgot Jerry.
I count him as part of people who are or were actively trying to kill you.
I don't think so. It really wasn't in his heart. You could tell in the fear in his eyes, especially when I stabbed him right in the thigh.
Regardless,
And
you
I've threatened to stab Betty multiple times.
no,
I've
you have
actively
not.
swung at Hessel.
Yes, but you have drawn your sword against me no fewer than 5 times, and you've actively threatened me more than that.
Oh, I'm glad you kept track. I honestly wasn't counting.
And I've been patient. I've not said very much about it. I mentioned it 1 or 2 times at most. But yesterday you almost cost us our only living connection to Renandula. I will admit, readily, your idea to trace her through the living blood to her other siblings was inspired. But what was not inspired is that 5 minutes prior you almost cut her head off because her eyes briefly glowed and it was scary. A toddler could have seen that was involuntary.
A toddler could have also decided not to do nothing, when I could have actually just gotten rid of
Do
something.
you think that we would have let her do anything?
Hard to
I
tell with
came.
you. You do seem to want Ren and Dula to not be dead.
All right.
And
Because
therefore,
because
why
I'm
am I trusting you on this factoid when how do I know you're not still working with her, since now it seems like you have decided to go buddy-buddy?
First off, Renna is a different person.
I'm
Do
glad
you...
to see you're on familiar name terms.
Second, Renandula is not here. Third, If I was going to betray you all, I would have been far more. Well, let's see. Subtlety's not really in my nature.
Complex, I guess, is the term you're looking for.
Yes, you would have surely caught me in some backwards, convoluted scheming against you all, instead of me risking my neck to save yours. And what's more, I'll just come out and say it. The reason why I want Renandula alive long enough for me to ask questions is because I'm not convinced that your plan of just chopping her head off as soon as you see her is going to work or going to be a solution.
Who
If
said
we,
anything about chopping?
I thought I was the one supposed to be mincing words. Your idea or your goal of killing her immediately will be a short-term solution. It will put an end to her. But we do not
Not what I
know.
ultimately have planned, but yeah, I suppose.
Well, then do enlighten me, because as far as I know, you plan on charging into the first dark hole you think she's hidden, and just laying waste to whatever's there.
I mean, I do like to lay waste, but no, I do have another idea that might do one slightly better, but we'll wait and see if it's worth the time.
Regardless, I want to, at the very least, get my answers, because we don't know why she's done this. And if she has had thousands of years where we haven't been actively stopping her, she could have laid any sort of plan, any sort of trap. Perhaps killing her is exactly what she wants.
I mean, considering how many places she's made, how many daughters she seems to have, I guarantee you she has many plans.
Yes, which is why I asked that we don't kill her immediately, so that any remaining questions might be answered. So that we can,
Asked, considered, and denied.
by you,
Yes.
everyone else doesn't seem to object so
Then why are
strongly.
you here alone trying to convince me?
Not only alone, I'm here unarmed, and she'd hold up her hands, and you would notice a distinct lack of any magical paraphernalia. No
That's
spell casting
completely
focus.
fine and dandy for you.
Yes, because I'm trying to show that I'm not the enemy here. I'm trying to put a permanent solution.
Just because an enemy is unarmed does not make them not an enemy.
Well, then go ahead. If you think I'm so dangerous, draw your fucking sword. Kill me
Nah,
right now.
I was taking a very kind nap that you sadly have interrupted.
Oh, yeah, and I'm not going to stop interrupting it.
That's fine. I deal with Betty in this lab and I can still brew things. Although, to be fair, my feathered friend does have a better sense of humor.
Look, I don't care if you disagree with my desire to seek a permanent answer to what she's done. Because, honestly, you can't really stop me from finding that out.
Alright,
What
and you
I
might not
do,
stop me from killing her.
Look, I never said I was going to stop you from doing it. I just wanted a pause for, 15 minutes? If
And
she
a
pulled it,
pause is 15-minute opening she might have for anything.
again, you think I'm an idiot. I went to Rena's house the other day, fully prepared to face off against Renandula just masquerading as a civilian. Do you
Okay.
think I would be so dense as to let Renandula, in actuality, try anything?
Possibly. You said
No.
she's been spending all this time making plans. Who knows?
That's why I'm making plans to counter it. That's why I'm finding information instead of just chopping off heads wherever I see them. Because if I can't understand her plans, I can't counter them.
So, taking this time, this extra energy, I'm going to respectfully understand something here. Or rather, I'm going to elaborate. That's a better word for it, I suppose. You know why I chased after that beast, heedless of anything else, the other day, where it was kidnapping people and I was the only one still following it, the only one able to keep up with it because I was just charging after it?
No, I don't.
Because I do not care about me. I care about stopping whatever is causing these problems. Ren and Dula is causing a problem. Taking the time to let them continue might make them be able to get away to continue.
I understand that.
I don't think you do.
I do.
Because 15 minutes for a mage who made me lose plenty of fucking years is plenty of time for her to do something akin to that and all the rest of our crew.
And you think I didn't lose anything?
Oh,
She
I
did
know
the
you
sa-
did.
She
But you
did the
also lost
same
it
thing to
technically
me.
willingly when you chose to let her be your teacher.
I didn't. No. It's the same reason why I lost part of my hand. I
I thought
didn't
you lost that for.
know.
I don't think I know this, but I thought you lost it because of a book.
Yes, I lost it because a book controlled by an entity that lied and did not allow me a choice. I did not know. I did not choose Rinindula because I thought the evil mage turning people to stone for unknown whims was the perfect teacher. That's not what I did. I'm a little bit insulted that you thought that, but suppose if you weren't there for the initial confession of it, I got tricked. Plain and simple. I'm not letting it happen again, but I got tricked.
No one intends to let it be tricked again. That does not mean it's going to happen.
That's part of the reason that I allied with this group in the first place.
And yet again, this group is not here to help you convince me.
I know. I figured this was an interpersonal issue and I thought to handle it quietly. That said, I don't care if you disagree with my plans. You're not going to stop me from continuing to chase answers, whether or
And you
not
will not stop me from chasing heads, as you so put it.
whether or not you charge headlong into certain death. Go for it, but I don't want you to actively try and kill people who are cooperating with us. I don't want you to threaten me or any other crew member again.
Name another crew member?
Well, namely Rena. She
Okay,
is
that
for,
seems
she is.
kind of counterproductive considering I didn't threaten her when she was a crew member.
I mean, for safer sake, it's been like 8 hours.
Okay, I still did not threaten her when she was a part of the crew. That was before.
Yes, but before she did still fall into the category of someone who was cooperating with us, was not hostile, and was giving us good information. If you had killed her just because her eyes flashed a little color, we would have lost everything. We wouldn't have the leads that we have.
And what leads did we gain other than me tracking the rest of them?
That's a humongous lead.
I still didn't hear what the others were.
Well, namely that, but also we have her here, and she does trust us. If perhaps there's more buried in her mind than we know, and Hessel can dig it out. We wouldn't have that opportunity if she was dead.
Well, there's definitely some kind of magic that could fix that, I'm sure.
You can ask Saywin about this in the morning, but it's more difficult than you think.
I would prefer being able to ask now when the whole crew could weigh in on this.
Well, everyone else is asleep.
In fact, you know what? I prefer that idea. Who's next to my room? Or the alchemy lab?
Um, yeah,
Or no.
Oh, Arno?
Yeah.
Arno is the well, you have the weapons armory, and then Arno, and then Ivar.
Okay, so there's still some gaps. So I will exit my own room.
And what you see is a forest.
Fascinating. I take my dagger and stab myself in the bicep.
You now have a knife in your area in your body.
Cool. Alright, we're gonna be that level of frustrating today. Don't even want me to actually ask to the crew, because you're probably afraid they'll agree.
No, I've
Yeah?
only.
Then drop the guys.
You'll still have to wait until morning, but I will say I only did this because I wasn't sure you wouldn't try and kill me.
Why, in your sleep? That's not really exactly how I do things.
No, in my waking.
Is
I
that
don't
not
thi-
essentially the same thing for you?
I wasn't sure you wouldn't try and kill me.
I guess I will just start walking through the forest on whatever feels like the best path.
Mm-hmm. You, as you enter the forest, you keep coming to the clearing that is around it. Different
I'll
angles.
just keep casually walking this.
Not going to work. I have
Don't
to let you
care.
go. I
As
have
you
to let
said,
you go
just
first.
charging headlong.
Yes.
Ooh. Do I actually have my sword with me?
You can if you want.
Oh, I do then, huh? So it's slashing at the weave to spell this.
No, it has to be while the spell is being cast.
I see why all the spell is being cast. Understood. In that case, I will continue to wander. And at this point, there'll be no more conversation unless the rest of the crew's here, so enjoy yourself. I'm gonna enjoy a nice walk through the woods.
All right. I'm going to let you go, but the other reason that I did this is because you dodge any confrontation from me constantly.
This isn't dodging. I'm not agreeing with you and you don't like it.
No. I don't care that you don't agree with me on
Then
whether or
why do
not
you continue these conversations when we're both set on our course?
because I want you to stop threatening me.
I've only been threatening you when you keep on trying to make me stop killing her.
No! You threatened me when I told you that I had been her apprentice. You've threatened me nearly every time I've said something slightly distasteful to you.
And I've threatened Hessel whenever he tries to take my sword. I threaten Betty whenever she's trying to do something a little too extreme.
Yes,
So
but
far, Saywin's the only one I really have to worry about. If anything, I have to be more worried about Saywin
there
here.
is certainly a difference. I have done nothing to you.
No, you've tried to tell me to not kill the person who has robbed me of a lot of my life. I don't care how many years you've lost. It is completely irrelevant to me. What she's taken from
I
me
have no.
matters to me.
You continue misconstruing my goal. My goal is not to get you to stop. My goal is to get you to wait.
Yes, and I've explained to you that waiting means she can get away.
Waiting does not mean she can get away.
No?
Do you think I'm not working on that? Do you think I'm not every waking hour that I can trying to come up with plans to keep all of you safe?
So, I understand this is a fate thing, but then why keep it to yourself all the time?
Because it's not just a faith thing, it's a pride thing. I've been wrong before. I don't like getting mocked for it.
So wouldn't it be wiser then to accept that this crew, as you so said, you've decided to join, trust them and actually discuss things with them openly? Because otherwise, what's the point?
All right, I'll give you a non-Renadula example. We walk through a Faygate, and I'll just apparate a tree in the shape of an arch. And the first thing another entity asks is, "May I have your name?" One of you answers, and now you don't have a name anymore. How do you
Well,
combat that? That's one of the plans I've been working on.
no, that's an easy one. Just don't have a name.
You might have you might take that more easily, but I know others won't.
I do, because I don't.
Clever. But that being the case, even if you don't care, the rest do.
No, you misunderstand. It's not that I don't care. I don't have a name.
No, I understood you perfectly.
Oh, well, then why the confusion?
There's not any confusion. I understand that the name that you have chosen to portray as Ivar of Ferosa is either not yours or you just simply don't have one. That's very common. But
Sounds
the
like a rather
others,
easy way to cancel some Fey nonsense, then.
yes, but the others don't have that safeguard. Betty is proud to be Betty Bird. Saywin introduces herself with her full name every time we are asked.
I would like
And
to disagree on Betty Bird. She was about to go be a green bird, and she was willing to change that name pretty quick.
And Hessel has used the name Blackwater to get us into more exclusive interviews with people than not.
Well, I'll give you that. It works 50-50, but yeah, sure.
That is one of many plans that I have been working on. But if it fails, I don't want to be held with the blame for something stupid happening.
And how many times have any of our dumb ideas not worked out?
Frequently.
Exactly. And do we get on each other about it?
Yes!
Cool. Do we actually continue working as a group?
Yes, but I've just. You said it yourself. Per common understanding, I willingly joined this evil mage. I have no trust with this group. Nobody trusts me beyond how far they can pick me up and throw me.
Which, to be fair, pretty sizable distance. I'm willing to bet.
Regardless of the distance, they don't trust me.
Have you tried letting them throw you?
No, I haven't, because that would be a terrible idea.
No, it might be a good literal way to do some team bonding exercise. Just a thought. And continues walking.
I'm envisioning him just walking and just appearing in different directions, heading into the end,
Pretty
heading out
much.
throughout the forest, and she's just standing there in the middle talking to him.
Fine.
Yep.
If we must continue this publicly, we can continue this publicly.
I just feel it might be better to have a full-blown discussion, see who else feels how. Doesn't mean anyone's gonna change their minds, mind you, but at least then everyone's on the same page.
Can we at least shake on it?
Doesn't sound like a smart way to handle fate things. Wag my finger and keep walking.
Very well, I am choosing to trust that in the morning you're not going to dodge this again.
I don't see how I could if we had just told everyone to begin with. Also, we're trapped on a boat.
We're still in the city at this point.
Oh, are we? I thought we
Yeah.
left.
No,
My bad.
this is literally the night of the 14th.
Oh, my bad. Carry on.
Yeah, that's why I was dropping character every so often to remind you that certain things hadn't happened yet.
This is the night that y'all get the boat.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, sorry. I did not mentally rewind.
Oh, did you
Alright.
level yourself up?
I did. I ended up going with Commander because I made the realization that with an action surge and eventually an additional attack, that's going to start getting kind of nutty.
Oh, goodness.
Mhm.
So that would
Well,
do wisely. And on top of that, I had some other ideas, but I got to run them past Brandon before I ultimately do that. I think I'm going to take it regardless. I think whenever I get more maneuver dice, I'll be able to swap out a maneuver that I don't dig.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I was like, hey, we'll try this as a trial, see if I can play with.
That
If you
said,
want to get more options, I think. So you're going to at least level 5 for another.
Probably. I'm definitely feeling the 15 to 15-5 splits so far. It might end up turning to a 17-3. We'll see.
Well, whatever your next feat is, you can take. There's a feat that gives you 2 maneuvers and an extra dice,
That would be nice.
so more options.
Yeah.
But yeah, Willow fades out, as does the forest, as does the rest of the dream, and you fall back asleep. But you do remember
Mhm.
that happened,
All right.
and you do remember that a fae is gonna hold you to your word.
Cool. First, I'm gonna check to see if my arm's bleeding.
You wake up? No.
Couldn't even do that, could you? Jesus fucking Christ. Anyway. All right, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna go start knocking on doors.
Oh damn! I didn't think you were gonna do that. I thought you were gonna wait like a normal person.
Nope. We're gonna get started with Atnos. We're gonna get the crew. I guess we'll go on deck since the night crew is currently doing shit. I don't care who I'm inconveniencing at this point.
Night crew's not doing shit. Night crew's sleeping.
Yeah.
That's right. Everyone's sleeping. I'm sorry. I'm still mentally.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna start knocking on doors.
Yeah.
And whoever's not around, hairpin.
Willow is. By the time you start knocking on doors, Willow's door is already open.
Oh, good. Don't even need to inform you. See you upstairs. Or wherever the fuck the downstairs is for us, or wherever we feel like meeting us.
You mean the mess hole?
Yeah, sure.
This was a choice, you know.
Oh yes, yes it was.
By the way, as
Also,
soon
a
as you
choice
knock
to
on Betty,
impede my sleep.
do you open the door or do you just knock on the door?
I knock. I'm not an animal.
Okay.
I mean, because you didn't try and stab me, I didn't make it worse for you.
Oh yes, worse for me. I know, headlong and all that. Get the fuck up.
And Willow does have her magical accoutrements
Yeah.
this time.
Crazy how those things could also possibly be invisible. Who knows? Fey bullshit. I know.
No. Do you want me to leave them in the room? I will.
I don't give a damn. Continue walking, continue knocking on doors. Like I said, Atnos and pretty much the main crew.
Yeah. Everybody.
What time is this?
Oh, it's probably like 3 a.m.
Yeah. Also, it's just long enough for everyone has a long rest, but not a comfortable sleep.
Trying to figure out if Betty would actually have like a sleeping mask on and how that would work.
I don't think so.
It'd be really funny though.
Just
It would be
have
very
2
funny.
eye patches. Like,
Oh my
Actually,
God,
it
yeah,
would be
skewed.
That's
That
dumb.
It may be dumb.
But it
Right.
would work.
It would work. And it would
yeah.
fit the theme.
No, she just has a plague doctor mask. But it's like to her beak.
I was gonna say she's got a she's got like, if you made like a beekeeper's hood out of just like black cloth.
I feel like that would be really uncomfortable to sleep in.
Well, she needs nighttime.
Dude, one of the worst things I think for Betty is that when you turn over, when she turns over, she can only turn over one way. Like she can't like go on her stomach and turn over that way. She
Do a
has to
full
turn on her
roll.
back.
Yeah.
I mean, if she looks up, she can roll any direction.
She needs to work on her neck flexibility, because I as a human can definitely sleep on my stomach with my head to my side.
Yeah, but you don't have the beak.
A
I
giant.
don't. This is correct.
Ivar,
Yes, Ethel.
I don't think you're leveling up right.
No, what did I do wrong?
You have so little health.
Oh, I know what, I did not roll health dice. That's what I forgot to do.
Well, even ignoring that,
Mhm.
like that doesn't seem like it could possibly be correct.
It's possible. I have no idea.
Have you been
I
adding?
guess between ignoring this level, between
To be
10
fair,
levels,
I am just adding health dice based
you
for how the app
averaged
works.
5. I guess that does make sense.
I did forget
No,
to do it
because your
for this
first one
level.
would have been 10. So between the next 9, you've only got an extra 40 health.
I mean, if you
And
roll
they're
like
all
shit, it's
D10s.
possible.
Yeah, it's possible. I honestly don't know.
Well, roll your hit die.
Wait. Ivar's only got like what? Like 60
He has
health.
he has 83 health right now. and he has
I
a
have more
16
health than
He
you.
has a 16 con modifier. So that's
Jesus
going to be
Christ.
33 points. So his
I have
rolled
more
hit
health
points right now is 50.
Jesus Christ.
I may very well have fucked this up, but
And at
I
level
have only been doing this through
level
the
1,
app.
you would have 10 health off the rip. So that leaves a total of 40 between 9 rolls of a d10. That seems terrible.
I don't think he's been rolling bad from my memory.
Think so.
I don't think
Maybe
you've
I'll
been
just-
I
adding.
might comb through episodes lately, a little later to like try and see what your health should be.
Oh
By all
God.
means, it's entirely possible. I just might have missed some at the worst.
But
I mean,
roll a d10 real quick.
Yeah, sure. In a second.
Roll a d10 just for shits and giggles.
See, that's a 7 right there. So
Yeah.
you should add 7 to your rolled HP.
And it
Well,
actually
plus 3,
you-
which would make it 10, correct?
Well, you don't
adds when
bother
you-
with your con modifiers added automatically to the total after the fact.
Oh, I see.
yeah. But it's
So where
like
do I actually increase my health?
you gotta go to manage levels and then
Did
there's a
that,
little
yeah.
there's a little thing at the top right underneath like all of the like the drop down tabs and you can say like manage HP and then
I see manage HP.
you click that and the furthest left little like tick box
Yeah, I
you
rolled
you
HP of 50.
yeah, so then tap the up arrow 7 times.
Or just
I
type
mean,
stuff.
it's enter.
Yeah.
I get a bonus plus 33 from Constitution.
Yeah. So you don't have to add that plus 3 because it does it automatically.
Okay, so yeah, I did the 7.
Yeah.
So I guess I've done a 57 total rolled HP so far.
That's what it'll be.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Also, you do know that we get one free reroll and we can reroll ones, right?
Yeah, I
Well,
bet.
he rolled a
I
7.
I
He
don't think I.
reroll it.
Also,
Well, yeah, no, but I
the,
meant like if he was rolling ones and
question
taking
mark.
ones.
So I
like,
did that, and it added the 7, but not the 3.
Right. You already have plus 33 because you've already made yourself level 11.
Well, I'm saying I went from 83 to 90.
Right, because you've already made the character sheet level 11.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah. The Constitution modifier adds on level update, not health
on level
update.
up. All right. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Sorry,
So
I thought it was 83 last time.
Yeah, once you hit, like do the thing that says I'm level whatever now, it adds your con modifier.
I see.
And then you
I'm
can
going
add
to
your
go back
health.
and look through. I am 100% sure your health is just not correct.
I also think your
entirely
health
possible.
I also think your health is wrong.
I gotta say, most of my life is just based on that high AC.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe you have just rolled terribly, but you would have had to roll really bad.
Yeah.
It's possible.
Yeah.
As I'll
Like
say,
you would have had to roll like inexcusably bad,
well,
I think.
So the character sheet I made for Remus, he's 7 rogue,
Like
4 blood hunter.
Like your last 9 levels would have been an average of a 4 on your die.
That actually kind of sounds about
maybe
right.
Maybe that's correct. I'll go back and look through. Maybe
that could
you just have rolled bad.
That feels about correct.
Because Remus is also level 11. He's been level 11 a long time. But he's mostly rogue, and his average health with +2 from +2 from con, he's at 89 health. And I don't think I rolled amazingly for him.
Yeah, I'm +2 with con, and I'm at 86.
I will say I vaguely remember being pretty annoyed with my health rolls in the past.
Oh, that could do it. But again, we do have rerolls. You can reroll.
I believe I pretty much I never rolled a 1. I think I've always rolled low.
Yeah, but you can still
go back
reroll
and look
lows.
through.
Like ones are just an automatic reroll, but if you like say you're rolling a D8 and you get a 3, which is just shy of average, you can re-roll that and see if you get something higher.
I might not have bothered. I'm not much of a reroll person because I'm usually kind of like, probably gonna roll lower. Unfortunate, but let's go with it.
I will say,
and like I said, I very well may have just fucked it up.
If Brandon offers you a reroll, you should take the reroll because as we get to higher, he's gonna hit us really hard.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have 84 hit points with a +3 con, so it's like you should absolutely have more health, more than just 7 more health than me.
Probably. Well, we can
the
fix that
cleric-
later.
The cleric is squishier than the wizard.
Really?
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, Saywin has 81.
Oh God.
Okay, so maybe
Yeah, the
I
lower your
actually-
hit die is, the more powerful the reroll is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have taken the reroll a few times, and I have rolled really well.
Yeah, whenever she takes
I've
a
gotten
reroll, she gets a 5 or 6.
Because you have a
Yeah.
on a D6, your max roll is a 1 in 6 chance,
Yeah.
as opposed
Yes.
to a D8 1 in 8 chance, and then reroll. You're
So-
rolling max HP more often. than your max.
Without the amulet, I have 89 health. With the amulet, I have 111.
Good lord.
What's
The
your con
amulet's a
without it?
good.
1.
Okay. So yeah, plus 22 from it.
Yeah.
I think I also have higher con, because con is like my secondary stat on every character I make.
Ow.
Is there a way to
'Cause-
see is there a way for me to see the history of my health rolls?
No.
I don't think so.
Without going through the VODs, probably not.
I think we can print out chat logs for
not
roll
that
20,
again,
but
please.
we'd have to
But-
we'd have to then
but
manually come
that's-
through.
No, that's not gonna be viable, because how many D10s do you think have been rolled throughout the history of the campaign?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's fair.
We would just be
Give me a
looking for
second here. So it says
singular
I have a-
D10s by Ivar.
Yeah, we
So-
would be rolling looking for singular D10s by Ivar, which
Question,
his
my
Blood Hunter
hit
die is an
dice-
8.
My hit dice would be roughly how many times I've rolled this, right?
So
So your first level 1, you would have gotten the max roll,
Yeah.
which would have been 10,
Okay.
and then
So-
so you would have
so-
rolled
so-
a D10 another 10
Pretty much.
times.
I'm about to roll 10 d10. I'm just gonna see what it is, add 10, and then plus my thing is see
Or no, do 9 D10 because you just rolled a 7.
9 10. Just out of curiosity. So plus 10. Yeah, see.
that's a fucking
would have been
wild roll.
79 plus 7, which would have been 86
Mm-hmm.
plus 33.
Yeah.
So you would have been like at 119.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go. I also rolled fucking 4.
Yeah,
You
you
rolled
roll-
well there.
So
You rolled
But-
really well.
not sure that's a good example then.
Even still, I feel like we need to look into.
I think you might have missed at
yes.
least 1 or 2.
It's
Yeah,
entirely possible.
I think you
have a
fucked up
tendency-
somewhere.
I have a tendency to forget the hit dice.
But we'll figure
Which
that
is why Brandon likes doing it in session instead of out of session.
Yeah.
Because,
Yeah, well, there's no reason to burn up time with this. Like we can easily hit this
Oh,
later.
I need to switch headsets. Hold on.
oh, Twig headset's dying. Ah!
Ah!
I like how mid serious moment Twig's just like, oh yeah, your shit's broken.
I honestly thought he was going to talk to me in character about
I
shit,
also
and
thought
then-
he was gonna talk to you in
Like,
character, and then
yes.
he dropped that. He dropped that, and he was like, "I don't think you've been leveling up
He
correctly."
did that
And it's
last
like,
time
oh,
too when he was questioning the sword problems.
yes. Yes,
I mean,
he
numbers
did.
are important.
I
Numbers are-
think Tweak asks questions like as
as they come up, because otherwise they'll be
they
forgotten.
come up. Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. I would have not thought about this, but like I said, we can figure this off book, and then we'll figure out if I got to readjust it or if we're just gonna roll with it. And I'll just make sure I'm
Yeah.
being more consistent with it later.
Listen, it's time to deal with angry Betty who just got woken up.
Yeah,
And-
and probably disgruntled Hessel, and I don't know what Saywin's emotion would be. But
The whole crew
Um,
is gathered together.
We
Uh-huh.
will find out.
and
do you have
Willow
your-
is
you switch
face
your headset?
palming.
Guess not.
Betty would look at look around the ship, like just on the deck.
Hmm.
I don't see anything dangerous.
Maybe not
Uh,
dangerous to you.
All right, I'm back.
All right. Hooray.
All right. So all parties assembled. We said we're in the mess hall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I will put my feet up, take out my sword, and start cleaning.
God damn, this is. Ivar, come on.
Come on, Wood. We're having a conversation, are we not?
Yes, but we can have a conversation without you idly threatening.
It's not highly threatening. It's maintenance.
Bullshit.
No, you should always care for your blade. Ask anyone here.
Mid-conversation?
Yeah, great time. I'm not using my fucking hands to talk, am I?
Well, I mean, it's your assembly, Ivor. You can
No,
go
no,
ahead
no,
and
no,
talk.
no. It's your assembly. And I would
No.
like to gesture to the group, please. Your rebuttal here, your informations, whatever you like to call it.
Well, what would you have me say?
What you told me.
Alright, if someone doesn't start talking, I'm gonna get actually upset.
I don't know what he wants. Okay, I did have a. I used the dream spell again.
Oh, and how'd that go?
Well, I used it on
Gesture
him.
around the room.
I used it on him, and I was trying to get him to stop threatening me every time I mentioned Renandula, or maybe not wanting to immediately dissect her. But
And I said this is clearly a conversation that should be had for everybody, because this is kind of an important thing.
well, no, you accused me of being a traitor first.
I was also stating that this is just simply the short term. I'm willing to get in every detail we need, but
As this continues to go back and forth, Betty is just going to sit down.
Yeah, a
why
lot of
sit?
people
This
also
will
sit
take a
down.
while, unless we want to go take a walk through a forest. That was kind of peaceful.
Regardless, I don't know what he wants. What do you want me to say?
I told you.
What, that I work on plans to protect everyone in the background and don't admit to them in case they go wrong?
Close. We all know that one.
What do you want from me?
Why are we trying to keep Ren and Dula alive, and why are you trying just to convince me by yourself?
I want to
In
keep
varying
her.
degrees of dreamitude, because I'll try to kill you, etc., etc., etc.
Yes, because I am very concerned that you are mostly I was concerned that you and or Artenos were going to break me in half. But mostly I'm
Oh,
concerned about you.
now it's me and or Atanos. Usually it's just
What? See, yesterday when I brought this idea up, Artenos responded not aggressively. Artenos heard me
yes.
out. You immediately started threatening me.
Okay, Atanos, you have your own opinions, correct?
I do, in fact.
And I have mine, correct?
I would assume so, yes.
And she has hers, correct?
Clearly.
Yes. Do these need to all align?
It would be nicer, but no.
Indeed, it would be nicer, which is why everyone should be present.
Fine. Ivor, and I will say this again to you, to the rest of the crew, I'm sure I've said this in bits and pieces.
Bits and pieces, this should be everybody right now.
I want to keep Renandula alive long enough for me to ask her questions and make sure that we haven't just killed her, that we've stopped her.
Rena pipes up. You are trying to kill her. No.
I did not knock on your door, I'm pretty sure of this.
Yeah, but everybody was making noises.
Yes,
It's
I
logical
got
she would have.
I know, I'd still say this.
I don't know what we're trying to do, Rena. Genuinely. At this point, I don't. I want to stop her from hurting anyone else. I don't care how that ends.
Well, if you don't care, then me killing her shouldn't be a problem.
Yes, but you want to kill her the second we lay eyes on her.
Because I would like to give her the chance to get away. This seems reasonable, no?
Yes, but we don't know what the consequences will be. I want to know.
I know the consequences of what happened last time I hesitated.
Ivor, whether you hesitated 300 years ago or not would not have mattered. She would have gotten you anyways.
So it sounds like I definitely shouldn't hesitate.
Hold on, that's some real invalidation of his feelings going on with him.
right.
How you feel on this is
The
just as important as how he feels on this.
Iva, you know why I took this to you privately? Because I didn't want to have to voice my opinion that I think you're scared. I think
Oh,
you're
on.
terrified that she's gonna do it again.
This has gotten real hostile all of a sudden. I think we should all just take a moment and calm down. Nice
I'm
deep breaths.
It's
quite
gotten
calm.
hostile because he's not listening. I don't care if he agrees with me. He's not listening to what I'm saying.
I feel like
Well,
you're
it sounds like we're all listening
and
right
not.
now. It just seems like he's disagreeing. Now,
Again,
the truth is,
go
we
ahead.
can plan, we can talk, we can do whatever we want. In the moment, a decision will be made, and it might not be us making that decision.
I agree, and if it comes to that, I will let fly whatever I have. But
Or charge headlong, as you so put it.
no,
What?
I do not charge headlong. I retaliate. There's
No,
a
no. That
difference.
was in reference to me.
Oh, yes. Of course.
I mean, I'm
Because
gonna be honest with you. We don't know shit at this moment. I think it's a bit early to be making plans.
And of the three of us who have had first-hand experiences with Renandula's wrath,
All of us, because all of us have seen what she's done.
yes,
Quick question. What level did Ivar join?
Ooh, that should have been
6, because it
6.
yeah,
was
it's 6.
it was the Hyson hippogriffs.
It was. It was right
Okay.
after Heisting Hippogriffs.
I went through. I searched all of our chat logs. I just searched rolling 1d10.
Jesus Christ.
Well done.
There's only 230 results, so I was able to click through them pretty quick. It looks like Ivar rolled for hit points 4 times.
Aha.
Ah.
So it looks like he missed 1. Now,
One would
if
be
he did it
roughly
correctly when he made his character, I don't know.
That is entirely a possibility.
That is
I
also
I
entirely
think it was correct because it.
But he at least in Roll20 has rolled for hit points on 4 level ups for a total of 23. I think one was like he didn't do that great. One was a 3 re-rolled into a 3. One was a 3 re-rolled into a 5, and then I think one was like a 7 and another one was like a 6 or something.
Yeah. So average.
Yeah.
So as far as I can tell, if you made your character correctly, you are only missing 1 roll of a d10.
Which
Yeah.
would put me just about roughly where our test roll
Where
was.
average would be.
Yeah, where you would be
Yeah, if
at
you want to
around
roll
100.
I will
another
do just a
D10,
quick one, and we'll add
Yeah.
that in, I guess. There you
there
go.
you go.
That
Look
puts
at
me
that.
at a nice even hundy.
Nice.
Mm.
So then like I said, that's only 20 low, and considering that one was real hefty there, I don't think my
Yeah.
start was hefty.
I was gonna say, you
No.
have a D10 dice, right?
Yes.
But I rolled like shit.
So manage health.
No, he has way
now
better
everyone-
con than you do.
Oh, that's
67.
true. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, there
Oh
you go,
yeah, because you only have a
67.
plus
You
one.
rolled way better than he has because he has +3 and you have +3 from the amulet and you have like an extra 11 HP.
That's true. Yeah, never mind.
Alright, so that puts me at a nice fat hundo, which is about right considering I did roll kind of shitty.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
not.
All
You're
right,
not.
back to the conversation.
Back to the conversation
That
at
has
hand.
been repaired.
Where the
Thank
fuck did
you,
we leave off?
Look, I'm not sure exactly where we left
It
off. I'll
was
just pick up
so
anyways.
Hessel was talking about the feelings. Betty was saying that's too early for us to really make a decision. Hessel then agreed to that point where it's kind of something's going to happen in the case, and then I made a snide remark about rushing headlong and how this is going to happen. And I believe we were on the topic of listening versus not agreeing.
No. I think we were at. I think we were at was I had just said that of the three of us who have had first-hand experience of her
Oh,
wrath.
right, and then I had stated
And
all
you
of us
made
because all of us saw it.
made another snide remark.
Yeah, this one's got a bit more truth to it though.
He's not wrong.
Iva, you know what I mean.
Yes, and I would assume these empathetic people don't like to see other people turn to stone, or the mismatched dwarves who are turned into essentially human, death machines against their own will.
I also have another point that I want to bring up just before we continue this.
Go on.
Because you're talking about the letter that you got, right? Do I know about the
Yes.
letter? Yeah, I do know about the letter.
Yeah, she mentioned it.
I told
Okay.
everybody, yeah. Yes,
Alright,
I'm talking about that.
As far as I can tell, you're the only person that's actually gotten any olive branch. Nobody else has. We haven't seen any evidence that she's
I
okay with
don't-
anyone else.
I
And
don't think it's an olive branch. I think it's something to be afraid of. I think she's plotting something. I think she has been for millennia. I just don't know what.
Doesn't matter though.
Yes.
Does it? If she
Yes.
dies, her plans end.
No. There are ways to make a plan outlive you. There are ways to come back if you
There is
plan.
not with this, and I hold up my right hand. I can destroy everything she is.
But you have to get to her first. And if
Sounds like
she
charging it headlong, getting to her immediately sounds like a great idea all of a sudden.
you will fail if you do that.
Sounds like you're the one that's afraid, Willow.
Yes, and I've never hidden that.
Then I think it's important that you take a step back and realize that maybe you're letting fear control your actions right now.
Yes.
We have not come across a single thing we as a group have been incapable of overcoming.
Well, minus Betty's crippling addiction to pineapples.
It's true. We can't do anything
Betty
about
just
that.
glares.
I'm not
Oh,
advising
hush, bird. It's a joke.
I'm not advising retreat. I'm advising caution. If we rush in before we know as much as we can, we're going to fail.
Well, that's why we're hitting all these points, isn't it? So we
I was gonna
can
say,
learn.
we don't know shit, but honestly, I don't know if asking her is gonna get us where we need to be.
I
If
know
anything, it's gonna get us
this.
killed.
I know this, which is why I wasn't saying, "Oh, we absolutely have to do that." I was more making a contingency in case we get to where she is and we don't have the answers.
I mean, here's my opinion on it. If she's just straight up ready to kill us, I don't think talking is gonna do us any good. I'm gonna act on my instinct in the situation.
And
Which
what's
is
more,
not
I
in
want.
question here. I believe Willow does agree that if we need to kill her, we will.
Yes, because
The argument here is that we're giving her an opportunity to possibly escape while we're asking her questions. That's my concern. While her concern is that we might miss something
I
in
don't.
this.
I don't
folly.
think she'd run.
Truly, if you want to get logically, unless we can find some other way to prevent a method of escape, the only thing that can do so is my right hand. If
And
I
that
can
does
mark
require
her,
her
she
death.
cannot escape in any capacity. She cannot teleport. She cannot travel to other planes. Nothing. She is bound.
And
Sounds
that's
pretty
fine.
dead to me.
So unless we have another way to keep her in place, one that is not maybe so aggressive, then I don't really see an option besides that. She has to at least be mocked before we can have an actual conversation. Otherwise, she might slip in the word teleport, and all of a sudden, all of her work is for nothing.
Understand.
So, if you want to have an actual conversation pre hostilities, you need a way to make sure she can't run.
Yes.
And you
Also,
also need to share it with all of us.
I don't
that's
have it yet. If
that was
as
Well,
another.
then we'll have this conversation again when you do.
Also,
my
that was
Otherwise,
another.
fallback plan sounds the best
my
way is to try to
point
kill her.
my point of asking if we could maybe not immediately kill her on sight is so that when I do come up with a plan to keep her still so that I can get my answers, I won't have to worry about you all rushing in and disregarding it. That's all
Well,
I
that
ask.
will be a different conversation once that's actually a fact that you have an ability to do so.
Also, I'm gonna bring up a point real quick. I don't have a lot of experiences with mages outside of Willow, and all things considered, I mean, I trust you pretty good, but you're not exactly the most open person in the world. I can't exactly think that she's going to be as clear as a like a nice diamond.
She won't be.
So
She'll-
it's one of those
Wait,
things where
what'd you
it's like
say?
she as clear as a nice diamond. I couldn't think
What
of
does
anything.
I
that
believe
mean?
that was supposed to be crystal clear.
Yeah.
But she won't be, and I know
Oh, I was
this.
gonna say she won't be, but giving her more time to make words isn't necessarily going to get us any answers either, because she's just going to be able to talk her way around it.
Look, if you can find a way to keep her sealed in whatever room we're having a conversation in, then that's that. If you can't, then I don't see an option besides.
Well, I think it needs to be more advanced than just the room. She can't escape.
Look,
That's what I mean.
I can work on that. All I wanted was confirmation that I wouldn't put weeks of work into something and have it be disregarded as, oh, just another stupid wizard thing. Because I don't think, I know you all don't trust me as far as you can throw me.
I did have this conversation with her earlier. I do think we should all try throwing her and see how that goes.
Right, Willow, do you trust any of us? Actually,
Yes.
do you though?
Then
Yes.
If you don't trust us, then why don't you believe we trust you?
Because I've been told as much. We had a whole thing where I was told that because of the way that I am, I
You chose to drag
breed
Oh,
me
what, you
into a
mean the
mistrust.
fact that
dream.
you can't lie and because of that you just don't tell us anything? That part? Yeah.
Yes.
I get why you could see that. The solution? Tell us things.
Or, assume or trust me that I'm not going to kill you, so you have to drag me into a
Or learn to
dream where I
lie.
can't.
Honestly, that's what you should really work on, I think.
I won't be good at
I
it.
can't believe I'm agreeing with Hazel.
I won't be good at it.
You don't
Yeah,
have to be good at it. Honestly,
I
it's
was gonna
better if
say
you're not. Because then it's very
also
clear when you're lying, but you're still telling us by trying to lie.
But
A
I
lie
mean,
by
well, the worst
omission is still a lie.
I'm gonna say the worst thing that happens is when you go and you do shit and then you don't tell us. Like, I mean, I'm concerned that
Well,
you're
it
just gonna
seems
go
like
ahead.
that's not happening so much lately.
No, no,
But
no, no,
I'm
no.
just
But I
saying,
mean,
if you're talking about mistrust, there's a reason for it. What you do is trying to correct it.
also
300 years old, I've never told a lie in my entire existence.
It doesn't matter.
Didn't you just invalidate my 300 years lost?
Oh no, are we talking about actual time? Because then I'm almost 3,000 years old.
No, you're
Sounds like
not.
time's irrelevant.
If you're a rock, you're a rock. I'm not gonna call you 3,000. I'm not gonna call Ivar 300 either. You're like a crisp 30, man.
I
You
feel
still look
like
young.
a nice 55, thank you kindly.
You're 55, man. You wear it well.
I forgot how old I actually am.
I think 55 is
It's
correct.
somewhere in there. It's somewhere between like
I'm-
55 and like
middle
70.
50s, I think.
Yeah, it was somewhere between the 55 to 70 range.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, yeah, it's
Yeah.
on there. I don't even really know.
Regardless, I do trust you all. It's Betty, you know how you were raised to be a pirate and be very proud of that and to tell everyone you met that you are in fact a pirate.
Betty,
Yeah.
I didn't know you were a pirate.
oh, I should have told you.
It's sort of like that. I was raised to not lie. It's not only something that we couldn't do, but it was just sort of seen as wrong to be overtly deceitful. Look, I know they have a reputation.
I
Look,
was also gonna
the
say
truth is, lying.
I
It's all irrelevant.
Objection. I was raised to kill monsters. You're telling me not to.
also I'm gonna say I haven't
I'm
told
saying not to
I haven't
immediately
told
kill monsters. Thank you.
aside from Hazel's
Maybe
contact,
don't
I haven't told a
immediately be
damn
truthful.
person in the city that I'm a pirate.
Well,
Also-
yes, because you unlearned that because you realized that it was hurting the people around you.
Oh, like you
Okay.
being incapable of telling a lie is hurting the group around you?
I'm
Wow.
working on a solution.
Also, no one here is
That was like so
the
one to
problem with
one. It
you
was
not.
crazy.
No one here has a problem with you not telling lies. It's you not saying anything that's the problem.
Well, I don't know a damn thing about
Honestly,
you. I
I
don't
don't
even know
really
what your
care
family's
much about
name is.
that.
Like, I got your name. I don't know anything about your family. I don't know. You know, you say you've had a sister at some point, but that's the only one who's brought up in
I do.
conversation. You don't volunteer any of this information.
Yeah, but
I d-
truthfully, I don't really
Fine, I will.
hold any of that accountable.
Her
I don't
name's
care.
her name's
I mean,
Nella.
I think that having a personal relationship with your crew means quite a bit.
Betty, my sister's name is Nella.
All right, that's more than I knew.
I have a younger and older brother as well. Or I did.
I mean, yeah.
All I'm saying is that's not really relevant to the discussion to
I mean,
suddenly air
I
out
think it's relevant to.
grievances.
I think it's relevant to the fact that
I'm
it's just one of those things that.
trying. It takes time, and fear is a decidedly large motivator. But I'm working on it.
Well, I'm not going to make any plans until the work's done.
Also, just to continue that train of thought, didn't you just say I was afraid? So then why the hell in the high horses are you constantly at my case about trying to kill her?
Because I'm trying to use fear as a motivation to be, I don't know, not as vengeful as.
Well,
Look, I'm also
let's
trying
not
to
even have that conversation because she
Yes.
does deserve it.
I know.
I would call it a solid 60-40 vengeance and need to stop an evil person.
I was gonna say she's turning people to stone. This is not great.
I know. I'm trying to. You mentioned it yourself, actually. You, I guess, at least from the moment I mentioned that I was her apprentice to potentially even up to just half an hour ago, you thought I did so willingly. I'm
I
trying
mean,
to
you did do
prove.
willingly. You admitted you were tricked. Willingly and tricked are entirely different things. You still
I
did
know.
willingly.
I'm trying to
Well, they're not
perhaps prove.
entirely different.
I'm trying to perhaps prove that I'm better and not devolving into immediate retribution.
All right. Can I ask you a question, or can I seriously state an observation? Up until you found that letter, you were all a go to kill her.
Well, actually, no, I wasn't, but
I mean, to me, it definitely seemed like it.
it's because I didn't say anything.
That does go back to the root of the problem.
It's because I didn't
I
say
don't.
anything.
I don't even
because
think it does. It's not about withholding information. It's not about us not trusting each other in any capacity whatsoever. The point is, we're talking about a decision that has to be made about rules of engagement. And the fact is, right now, unless you come up with a solution, the rules of engagement are attack on the side because we have nothing to stop her otherwise.
Agreed.
Also, I don't think we're
If
powerful
when
enough to
you
stop her
come up with
otherwise.
an alternative, when you have a way to keep her in place, whether maybe it's just like a carrot on a stick, maybe it's something that she really wants and she'd stick around with, even that would be fine. But until we have something that we know will keep her locked into the conversation, then, well, then I don't see any alternative besides trying to mark her.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, it takes a lot more to capture somebody than it does to kill them.
fine.
A lot more.
Well, she's not trying to catch her.
I mean, she's trying to.
Rena,
fair.
any thoughts?
To be fair, if we kill her, we can still ask her questions.
No,
This was brought up
that will not work.
in the lovely realms of the Feywilds, or at least some kind of weird clearing of it. It was quite peaceful. We could go back there.
It was your head. It was your own head.
I do
But
not think my head would be that peaceful.
that will not work, Saywin. If we have to rely on my method to keep her and put her down, she will be gone entirely, soul and all. She will not be
Again,
answering any questions.
Rena,
Also, I mean,
any
honestly,
thoughts?
the ghosts that I have don't tell me anything to begin with. They kind of just give me the answers that they want to. They don't have a requirement.
Rena's sort of like, she sits there, she's like, I'm
Yes.
not
I
very
will say-
versed in this.
I will say my immediate motivation in confronting Ivar was less rules of engagement for future battle, and more ensuring that he would not threaten Rena or myself again, because I'm damn sick of having a blade drawn to my throat.
And has it pierced your throat?
Oh, it happens all the time. It happened to me
No.
earlier today.
I was gonna say he constantly threatens
Wait,
me.
has a what?
Yeah, some lady pulled a dagger in my throat.
So a typical Tuesday, huh?
Well, she seems quite strong.
What are you all
Is
doing?
this something
right
I
now?
was present for, or is this something I missed last time?
No, this is
No,
This
It's
is
in the
something that
summary.
happened.
nobody was
This is
present
in the
for
summary of notes that I sent you.
that. It
Thank you.
is.
Sorry, I didn't read that yet.
What?
Oh,
is
that's quite long,
happening
actually.
with-
My God.
Yeah, it's very long.
That has
What has
that's
happened to all of you that keeps you getting out with blades at your throat?
Well, I seem to be being, well, actually, I think
I
it
was
was
gonna
more
say you're
coincidence. I was about to say I thought I was being stalked, but it seems like it might have been a coincidence.
Also, I want to say you're willfully cooperating with a cult up until you're not. So it's not out of the ordinary for these events to be happening.
For what?
I said you're willfully coordinating with a cult until you're not,
Willfully coordinating with a cult?
or cooperating with a cult until you're not.
Which cult are you referring to?
The Red Dawn.
Oh.
Tepish.
You mean the guys I'm killing?
I mean, you're killing them, but you're still doing the work that Tepish wants.
Which is to kill them. Honestly, the
wrong?
cult seems like it's just like a battle royale, less than a cult.
I mean, I think that's a cult. I don't know. I don't know what classifies a cult.
Sort of
I'm
like
not,
a
I'm
last
not,
man standing kind of thing. And when
I'm
you're
not an expert on
participating,
this.
there's no not participating. I can't really walk away because the next time someone with a bone sees me, they're going to try and kill me.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah. How many bones does a human body have?
I'm not saying it's your fault. I'm just
How
saying
many do
that
you think a god has?
I
At
have
least twice,
no-
I would think.
you're
I would
asking me.
go with at least 2.
That's all. I don't read books. I don't fucking know.
You
You think I know
definitely
how
read
many?
books. You're learning alchemy. You shut the fuck up.
I don't read those kind of. Oh, I guess I could do kind of read those.
Yeah,
I
you
feel like all
do.
you do is read books. Look, you have a library being built in your room.
I'm
Yeah.
just
You're
gonna
a
look
bigger
over at
nerd than Willow is.
pardon.
Nerd call. That's kind of uncalled for.
I mean, I'll
That
take that
is
title. Sure.
incredibly uncalled for. But Rena, welcome to the insanity. This is how most of our arguments go.
Yep, I'll threaten you by breakfast. By the way,
If you're going to threaten me again, at least stab me. Make it worthwhile.
I said Rena, not you. Calm
Oh,
down.
Rena,
You have
sorry.
the afternoon slot.
She
You
looks
know,
over towards Will
I
and
feel
she's
like
like,
sometimes all of our problems would be solved if we all just got along.
I would like not to be threatened and would like to get along.
Nope, part of the ship, part of the crew, part of the threatening.
Ivo, if you threaten me again, I'm turning you into a turtle.
See, that's a threat.
No, that's not a threat. That's a promise.
That's a
See,
threat.
That's the
there's
most
difference.
stereotypical
I
threat
don't
I've ever heard.
actually hurt you.
Watch me.
Also, I would probably be the most poisonous toad in the world, so you might not want to do that.
I said turtle.
Okay, I could be a poisonous turtle. Who says?
No, you can't.
Can
Biology?
too.
I
don't seem
have never seen a poisonous turtle.
I will
I've
be
only
the
ever-
first.
I've only ever heard of them in the swamps of the south, but
I was gonna say I've heard of turtle ducks.
I've heard of turtle ducks,
Turtle
which are,
ducks.
albeit
All
very
right.
not poisonous.
Well, as unproductive as this conversation was,
Extremely.
we seem to be pretty much where we were before, where nothing's changed until a method is created to pacify Renandula upon encounter.
Wonderful.
well, I don't think it was wholly unproductive. I've come to the understanding that Ivar just shows affection at sword point, and that Hessel is being actively stalked.
See,
No,
you
no,
don't
no.
know
I
Faye.
think it was
you
a
don't know.
coincidence. I
You
don't think it was
know
on
Monster
purpose.
Hunter.
There was what I assume was a bone boy in town
A
who
what?
was dusted.
A
You
what?
might You might want to rename that, whatever the fuck that was.
I'm
Well,
sorry.
You
What?
called me a wielder of the bones,
That
which
is
was
much
not
better
great.
than Bone Boy.
No, I had the opposite reaction. I thought that was so lame. I would rather it just be Bone Boy because it's already lame.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Bone Boy's almost affectionate.
Let's go with the one who bones, maybe?
Mm,
Okay.
Everyone go back to sleep. This is
Oh,
getting
now
ridiculous.
we can sleep. Now we're not going to interrupt people's sleep.
Ivar, I did not
Nope,
interrupt
I
your
still have a
sleep.
sword.
I know you still have a sword. I can see it.
I don't seem to be a turtle yet.
Hey, Ivar, can I hold on to it for a second?
Yeah,
I will stab you too.
yeah. See, here's the thing. You can have the sword in your hand, but the second it's drawn at me,
Just a second, man. Come on. It's not that long.
Nope, I would like to
It's like
gesture around the room with the sword.
it's like an
Be
hour
"Nope."
max.
There'd be a lot of stabbies happening today. 4 breakfast, that's a new record.
All right. Well, I guess I'll go back to bed then.
again, Ivar, I didn't interrupt your sleep. You could have continued to sleep.
Nope,
Betty's
this had to
crawling
be
to her room.
done, and you have left.
Betty is so fucking tired.
could have waited until morning.
Nope.
Oh, by the way, assuming time has passed and everyone knows about what we're doing, what are we actually doing next? Is it
We're
mountains next?
Yeah, we're sailing to Arisgate next.
Wouldn't we go to
Or crest.
Aurea Crest?
Or yeah, we're sailing to one of them. We're going
Yep.
to the capital, which
Here.
is
Actually,
arguably.
would it be worth asking if there's a very convenient teleportation pad that would just take us straight there?
to the mountain or to
Well,
Arisgate or
Arisgate.
Morninggate or wherever. Yeah.
Or
Or
Aurea
Crest.
Crest. Yeah.
Crest, yeah.
This is the Kingdom of Magic. Maybe
This
there's
is
just
the
like a
ki-
publicly available teleportation circle.
It's possible.
It would cut down on travel time, and then we could
It
just
would.
teleport there, go to the
I was
mountain,
gonna
come
say,
back, teleport back.
who in God's name would have one of those when a war is brewing?
There are the airships.
Well, if we're like gonna actually travel anyways, we may as well bring our ship.
Okay.
Also,
Perhaps-
quick
perhaps
I'm
question.
just
it's-
wondering
I'm
if
sure
a
this is
teleportation circle cut out days of the journey, then it might be worth it.
I'm sure this will upgrade Saywin, but I have a legitimate question. If there's airships, why the fuck are we in the ocean?
Because we're poor.
Do you have the money for an airship?
No, but I am curious because were airships around when I was alive?
Yes.
The upgrade for flying sails, I think, is 50,000 gold.
Which just lets you fly like out of the water, like not high into the sky, but it is like
over the ocean.
airship is high, like up to like 10,000 feet is usually the
I have
limit.
I have a question.
Also,
Were
out of
airships
character,
alive
though,
around when I was
we
alive?
had an airship last campaign. Much
did.
better to be on the sea as far as encounter tables go.
Yeah.
Same.
I think that makes sense.
Everything was a dragon.
Yes, everything was a
Everything
dragon,
it was
or
dragon
an
or harpies.
or exploded airship.
There was
That
a
was also
floating
an
island
encounter.
too.
I was gonna say there was
Floating
there was
island.
a
That's where I found the luck blade.
Yeah.
there's even
That
a
is
crown,
true.
isn't it?
No,
Yeah.
my crown. Where did I get the crown?
I thought it was from the king dude that was in there.
No,
Oh,
because
yeah.
the crown was. Was it?
Yeah, it was.
The crown
it was.
originally belonged to
One of the-
Anti-Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Maybe
think
I
you
did
found
get it from the Sky Island.
Yeah. 'Cause the
I'm
Sky
pretty sure
Island
you
is
got it from Sky Island.
was from
Our
Anti-Magic
Sky
Kingdom.
Island.
So I got the crown and the luck blade.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
rolled
the-
That
real
was
well.
quite the haul.
Yeah.
The Skyland was Loot City. Also, for context of the stream, our last campaign got a bit nutty really fast.
All right.
Nah.
Well, I have nothing else to do during these 5 days.
Yeah, no. We had a fight the first day, and that was Willow's goal.
I
So
thought this was a discussion.
it was a discussion fight.
So what day does the Paylor thing happen?
Oh, I get a flag made for our symbol.
Okay. Well, I would say 50 gold in a couple of days to get that done.
Yep.
At one point, Willow would approach Betty and Saywind either together or individually with a piece of string with knots tied at select intervals and start holding the string up against them and taking measurements.
Betty will immediately not understand what you're doing, even though it's very clear to most everyone else.
It's definitely clear to the players what's happening.
Yeah.
But
Oh no, no.
No.
you asked me to make you something.
What is that?
It's a
What-
measuring string.
Just blink at you.
Betty, if I were to make clothes for you based on my own measurements, they wouldn't fit you. I have to take yours, and then I can make you clothes.
My stun still would
Betty's never had clothes made for her, right? Like we typically just like
Yeah, you just looted
How-
things that fit you, and you're like, hell yeah.
yeah. You're like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've never even bought a piece of clothing. Well, aside from the stuff that we got in the one town, but you know, honestly, I
Well,
haven't
you
worn
still won't have bought any clothing from me because you're not paying me. I'm doing this because I'm bored.
All right, so this is a normal thing. This isn't like some fey shit.
This is very normal. Also, it's not. It can't be fey shit as you put it, because I didn't ask for your measurements.
Can I
took
roll
them.
insight on this because Betty's not?
Seeing
Sure.
as we're done here, is Willow's hair still black?
No.
No, she
No.
cast a spell magic on it.
Yeah,
I see.
no.
Which, fine. I guess I'm gonna go
Yeah.
back to the lab now. Since
22.
someone probably fucked up
Okay,
my
no.
health
This
potion.
is like a different day.
Yeah,
It's like
we're just sort of-
the meeting was adjourned.
Yeah, I'm still trying to. Oh, okay. Now it's fast
22
forward.
insight against a deception that wasn't there.
Yeah. And she is just her big doe eyes blink at you, ununderstanding of what you're trying to gain from them.
Betty's just like, all right, I guess.
I don't know what you want from me.
I don't know
I'm
what
sure
you
if you went to any Adani tailor, they'd do the same thing.
I don't even know what the fuck a tailor is. Like, I know what they are, but like I've never been there. I don't know what they do.
Make
They
clothing.
stitch tails onto you.
Incorrect.
I don't know. What do you think, Betty?
I'm pretty sure it's not that one.
Y'all would be real surprised when you find an actual tailor.
I'm pretty sure that if we ever go to the fucking abyss, that's what we're gonna find.
I bet you could find one in the spring court.
You could probably find one.
A tailor spelled with an ER.
Yeah.
Yes.
It just make you a furry. That's the
Aggressively.
That's just the origin of the beast folk.
Whether you
Yeah.
you will it or no. Yeah.
Oh, would you like to be the tailor? No, not really. Too bad. Cat ears.
I would absolutely take that as an origin for the beast folk.
Yeah.
Is some spring court nonsense.
Yeah.
Worse yet,
But-
it's cat ears with also normal ears.
So dumb. That is as dumb to me as when people put mermaids with gills on their necks.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they be there?
I
That's
guess
where
they
the
could be
throat is.
actually-
Where do
I
you
was
think
gonna
your
say,
lungs
actually
are?
on their
Yeah,
cheeks
where are
would
your
make the
lungs,
most sense.
Squeak? Where are your
They're
lungs?
in your chest.
Yes, and fish's gills are their lungs.
But it
But
needs
this
to
needs to be
be
a middle ground.
if you're moving forwards, it needs to be in a place where it can be pulled into your lungs, so it has to be above them.
Oh wait, hold up. But the neck would be stupid then, because then the head would get in the way of the water flow.
Yes.
So the
No,
cheeks would make sense.
It's not.
Well, if you're shaped like a human, it just doesn't work anyways.
No,
Then just open your
it's
mouth.
not the water flowing past the gills, it's the water flowing through it. That's why fish are constantly like opening their mouth. The water
I think
flowing
I've
in is
gotten
how they're
more brain damage from this session than I have from like concussions.
I'm glad I could contribute something to your even if it was brain damage.
So, wait, we're talking about gills, right?
Yes.
Apparently now, yes.
Regrettably.
Gills on at like the base of the head to the neck makes sense.
Uh,
Gills that are below the rib cage do not.
I would like to argue we are talking about a fantasy creature, and
we
therefore the
are.
laws
We
of
are
nature
definitely
don't make any
talking
sense. They
about
don't need to.
mermaids, which do not exist.
Look,
Yeah, they do. We found like several.
In real life.
Willow, what? I think
Yeah,
you're really
I'm
getting
not-
like down the hole in the
Tweak-
library.
Tweak, I'm not using Willow's voice. I'm not saying Willow's thoughts. Fuck you.
We gotta talk to Willow, guys.
No, she's talking in a completely different type of voice. It's very concerning.
She's lost
Oh my
accents
god, the book
entirely.
was cursed. Also, the book is not cursed.
It stole our memory of
All those mermaids
fantasy
we met.
creatures.
I'm talking about this weird thing called computer science. What's a computer?
She's talking about losing her job. What? She didn't have a job.
Job's
I
adventure.
thought Willow was her job.
Well, her job is being Willow. I mean, that's basically true.
And Willow was her job, oh.
Oh gosh.
Okay. Well, like
We
I
did
said,
get-
I
we
have
did get
nothing
stuff
else to
done.
do
Yeah.
for 5 days. I've
Yeah.
done my things, so I'm good.
I've
also
done my things.
I can only
I
assume my major trade would be assisting in moving the alchemy lab to the new boat, which I think is
we
what we're doing.
purchased an actual good one.
Yeah.
So,
I heard we did that.
I-
I heard we called it the Dark Star, which I'm pretty happy about.
Yeah, because we didn't repaint it, so that made sense with the dark vibe of the ship. So we also had the figurehead is a snow globe with a dragon skull in it.
I dig it.
what is it? My only task will be
Wait,
making
real skull or fake skull?
We went and bought a real skull.
Hmm. Thought it was the best idea, but all right.
my only thing is to do is make clothing, copy spells into my spell book, and there was another thing, but I've completely forgotten it. No, well.
Oh, right. I gotta threaten Rena and Willow at morning and evening, respectively.
If you the second that you threaten me, you are becoming a turtle.
I will be a man of my word.
all right. Make me a wisdom saving throw.
I would like to swipe at the
Well,
weave for that
yeah.
one.
Get advantage.
You fail.
For the weave?
Yeah, slash the weave. Dude, I checked your sword. It's you have to roll against the spell level. You have with your attack bonus, but you
Mhm.
have a plus 11. Polymorph is a 4th level spell. The DC is 10 plus 4, 14. I rolled a 1 for my portents.
This is how that
He
would
still-
work.
then he still gets to make a wisdom save.
He does still get to make a wisdom save at disadvantage.
But with advantage, so it cancels out.
Wait, hold on. I don't understand.
Doing things real time with abilities.
And this is why PvP is a terrible idea.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You see, the goose was stealing things.
Mhm.
And that's the point of the game, is that you steal things.
So where would your original advantage come from for a wisdom saving throw?
My
Well,
third
the
level
advantage
spells.
is if you cut the weave.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you miss,
And
you
you
get
know what?
disadvantage.
I am not a stupid person. I'm also a cast Intellect Fortress on myself.
Oh, before you get threatened.
I mean, because she did threaten him early in the day, so he
Yeah,
would know.
he
I am
knew
aware.
this
This
was
is-
coming.
Gotten complicated. Okay.
I am willing
Intellect
to-
Fortress does. Let's work this out. Okay. What does Intellect Fortress do?
Intellect Fortress. I got you. 3rd level spell. For the duration, you or one willing creature you can see within range has resistance to psychic damage, as well as advantage on Intelligence, Wisdom, and Charisma saving throws.
Okay. And then you walk in and pull
Point
your
blank.
sword on Willow.
No, I said I threatened. Had nothing to do with the sword.
Wait, what is that?
No,
How do you threaten her?
okay, so then, yeah, how do you threaten me?
Oh, I open the door. Be like, hey, just a reminder, I will probably kill you at some point, unknown to me, yourself, or whatever else. I don't know. I always said I was going to threaten you.
Okay, so then I don't cast Polymorph because I specifically said if he draws his sword on me.
Yeah.
So none of this happens.
None of this happens. Hooray!
Good conversation, everyone.
Good job.
Good job,
I wanted to work
everyone.
through this. All right.
Given Tweak a task.
If
All
you
right.
give a Tweak a task.
So then, besides that,
I believe everything has
Saywen's done
been.
hers.
Yeah, I guess we pick up on the morning of the 20th when we leave.
So that's the thing. The afternoon of the 19th.
Okay.
I was gonna say,
Yes.
there's an investigation going on.
There
There
is
is
an
an
investigation.
investigation.
I did forget about that.
You are approached by not quite common clothes, but like you're met with a group of well-dressed individuals, with the front man wearing a breastplate with the sigil of on a tabard with a sigil of Dorwayne across his chest.
Evening.
Yes. Is this a boat for Starlight's Call?
That would be
Yes.
correct.
Excellent. May we come aboard? We have some things to discuss.
Sure. We just actually got finished renovating.
Excellent. We don't need to intrude. We'd like to be off the dock. Some things that need to be spoken about with looks around prying ears. Let's
Let's go below deck to the dining room.
very well. He positions 2 men to stay at the gangplank.
I also gesture to Atnos and them to also guard.
Well, Atnos stays at the top of the stairs. Newly purchased vicious axe in hand.
Jesus.
But you all meet downstairs. And, lovely ship. Is Ren around?
She is.
Maybe-
Willow, will you actually go ahead and gather everyone?
Yes.
Sure, and
Anybody
I
who's
will.
involved.
I will go around to all the common areas and just start shouting. Anyone involved with the incident from the other day, please come to the dining room.
Be more specific on which incident, please.
You're
The
included,
street
Ivar.
fight.
What?
The street fight.
Oh, you missed that
I
session.
was not at a street fight. So, no, was not involved. Closes
Ivar,
out the door.
Ivar, what? Well, to be fair,
Ivar got there
You
afterwards.
showed up.
Yeah.
The initiative round you showed up, we had already finished.
Therefore,
Yeah,
by technicality, I was not there. Closes the door.
This is true.
You know what? Fair enough.
He actually showed up like halfway through the initial interrogation. So like,
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
That
Fair
being
enough.
said, I will wait a count of 30 beats when I'm pretty sure everyone's gone, and I will go follow the group and see what happens.
well,
Is this after Betty and Saywin are back from?
I'll say
I
this
think
is
it's the
this is the
evening, so.
noon of the 19th. So if y'all think you'd be back by then, yes. But
Noonteenth.
I mean,
Oh,
zoom tight.
excuse
Good
me.
lord.
I assume we were doing that in the afternoon.
yeah, well,
What is Betty? Would it be afternoon?
Well, let's see. I imagine Saywin came back first, right? What
Well,
time
that's
did you say
literally
this?
what
it
happened.
wouldn't be a huge difference of time.
Well, I was gonna say, what time did you say this was happening, Brandon? I missed it.
Noon.
Noon? Yeah, we probably haven't gone yet.
Yeah.
But once everyone gathers around. Right. Well, firstly, I must sincerely apologize to you, Miss Rena. We have already worked on repairing any of the damages that the. Oh, hang on. Excuse me. Ugh.
It's
He's
contagious.
sick.
I mean,
May Palor bless you.
we did just do renovations, so there's probably some sawdust
Right,
still
right.
here.
Thank you.
But
Apologies.
Betty will roll her eyes at Paler. Knowing what is to come, it's funny.
That's true.
Any damages that incurred by the narrow duels that have attacked you has been repaired in front of your shop. We have looked into the issue and have found no connection between Rena and, well, anybody that she would be conspiring with. However, we did come across a few interesting things that I believe you should be aware of.
Well, before we get to that, on the topic of apologies, I would also like to apologize on our behalf. I know we were in the right, but I did try and resolve things with words, and I was unsuccessful. So we unfortunately came to blows in the middle of your fine streets.
That's quite all right.
Suck up. What a suck up.
He gets a
My
big
God.
he gets a big grin across his. Oh, I should actually, I should describe this person. Other than just their armor, a very tall, elegant-looking half-elf, smooth, clean-shaven, strong jawline, pointed chin. These bright blue eyes, like almost the color of the shield wall, and this just lick and swirl of strawberry blonde hair. Just this infectious grin on his face.
He is proud to be a cop.
He smiles and goes, I'm Chief Constable Zier, by the way. Nice to meet you all. You did nothing wrong in reviewing with some magic. The perpetrators were seen coming up to you all and did strike the first blows as far as we could tell. There was a weird explosion, but I'm assuming someone cast something. It's all well and good. However, in looking through some records, we did legally search your property, in essence, it was a crime scene, or part of one, and found a few interesting tidbits that we've gone through. Two of your commissions, well, they couldn't be possible to be commissioned, as the two nobles that requested them have died within the last year and were put in 2 and 3 months ago by them personally. And she kind of makes a face. We believe one or both of them were these people checking in on you. And as for, well, I hate to say it, but you might not be safe at your current residence. So you being on the ship is probably a good thing. We didn't spot any strange activity outside of while watching your place. However, well, we did look into the person pointed out, Miss Elenthes, the old woman across the street. Interestingly enough, she looked like she packed her bags in quite a hurry. And we did find several correspondence for her speaking with some unknown elven entities about movements of materials and ships in and out of the city.
So a spy.
She, yes, might have in fact been a spy. It's pretty damning evidence, so we don't know where she went. She may wish to do you harm, and we just wanted to warn you as, well, she's a rather high-level caster. Before she was a master sculptor, she was, this is long before any history we have with them. She was archmages to several different towns and cities throughout her youth, so you may have a powerful enemy somewhere out there.
Well, if we're handing out advice and warnings, I believe I handed a badge over to the first responders.
Yes, yes.
Well, I'm not sure if this is even a reasonable ask as far as capabilities that someone might have, but if you can find a way to sniff these out, it seems this group, this cult, as far as we're aware, is everywhere. This is not the first, but rather the fourth or fifth time we've come across such individuals.
Interesting.
And they seem to be everywhere. I believe we've found some in Drakencrone. I think there might have been some in the Republic of Beastmen, but I might be misremembering.
No, I think that was a different group of people who were upset with us.
But it's all the same. They seem to be trying to infiltrate every degree of authority to keep tabs, poke and prod. I'm not certain their goal, but
we have heard rumors of a group doing such things. Maybe these two are one.
But all the same, they all carry this same badge. If you can find a way to sniff them out, detect them, you will find them.
We will. I will put that order right through. I'm sure there's a signature that the same enchanted badges give off. We can detect.
Is there anything else you would like to discuss with us? We were actually waiting on y'all because once we're all settled here, we'll probably be leaving in the morning, heading to the capital.
No, that was mostly it. It was just to give an update. I know that Rena, we have seen you sort of going in and out of your residence, and that's once we closed off the thing, quite all right. She's like, yeah, I was finishing my my commissions. I'm not going to be taking some for some time, and I'll be traveling with this group. That's highly advised for if this group is coming after you and knowing where you are. But I'd just like to.
Did the survivor fess up anything about why?
He goes, well, the thing is, he really didn't have much information. He was rather dumb. He was just doing it for the money, which is unfortunate, but we did get some information from him.
Oh, that reminds me. I think Saywin even mentioned it on the scene that we could interrogate the leader post-death.
Right. Right, there is that.
If the body's still on hand, anyways.
Yes, they're still in the morgue. If you'd like to ask them questions. I know that I'm assuming a cleric. That's something
Best
that
you've ever met.
but he's just like, well, we can certainly give you that permission as the chief constable. I can say that is quite all right. I'll be there for the
Yeah, I was
gather
gonna
of
offer you
information,
can
but
accompany us. I'm sure you can use the information as well.
yes, that's something that quite interests me. If we can find out more about these ne'er-do-wells, we can start working to oust them from our cities.
We did talk about this beforehand, so could we say Saywin has the spell prepared?
Yeah,
I mean, we've
yeah.
got like
Because
the.
I'm sure Saywin does not.
I haven't messed with the. I didn't even have legend lore prepared. I'm just assuming it's like, all right, we're talking about all this stuff, so it's like, all right, I got certain things prepared because we've got the 5
Can we
day.
do that next session?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Also,
'Cause
we need to recruit 2 more crew members.
We do.
we will. I was trying to get to a stopping point, which this might be a good one. But as he is ending his after we're done, it is it is the start of Harvest Bounty. So if you're looking for an open feast in the city, we're just start getting things started. Whenever you want to, you can go right now if you wish, but we'll do that in the next session. But yeah,
Well,
I think
that sounds good.
good stopping.
So I guess we leave off the 9th to the 19th.
The 9th to the 19th.
All right.
There we go. Hooray! But yeah, yeah. Thank y'all for joining. We're gonna head off. My throat is killing me all of a sudden, so we'll be back next Saturday with another lovely installation of this, and
Hopefully less crazy than this one.
Oh yeah.
Off camera will be discussed, I
yeah.
suppose.
Yeah.
But yeah, everyone have a lovely night. And if it's not night, have a lovely time zone. Goodbye, everybody.
Oh, I think I know what the yeah means.
Yeah, I think so too. Goodbye.
Oops.